The apocalypse is coming. Are you scared? Are you prepared? The masses are running, frantically running from their fears, running with their tears, running from their lives, running from that dark shadowed creature that hides deep inside.
Good morning, good morning. This is Ray Felix from the Bronx Heroes, and this is my new look, 70s. I don't know, Serpico, whatever you want to go for. I don't know. It's like Miami Vice or Colombian drug lord. I don't know. It's like just had a. It's like let me clean this up a little bit. I don't know. It looks kind of funny. But just wanted to get into it real quick. There's a talk about some comics. This week, Swamp Thing 91 came out, and I got to say, books were just written better in the 90s and the 80s, right? This was 89 originally. They just released it under the black label. Apparently, these were deleted issues of the Swamp Thing because Jesus was originally like put into it, and then they rewrote the ending. So this is the original. Tom Mandrake drew this. Really good stuff. I mean, the artwork's phenomenal. From what I understand, this comic book was recently drawn. But the script is the original, and the reason why they published the script, because I believe the first artist that worked on the original issues with the Christ issues, that artist had passed away. I forget his name at the moment, but I mean, you could see that they got John Constantine. And comics are very different then. You see they're very story-driven. Not a lot of like action-packed scenes. There's a lot of dialogue, which tells me that, I think that, Gen X, we were more literate in comics where like the anime is so popular because there's very little words and more image. And this is text heavy. I mean, this will take you a minute to read. You got the Spectre in there, John Constantine, like I said, and then you got your ending, spoiler alert. And then they have I guess like an explanation behind it for these two issues. This beautiful drawing at the end. And then they got the retro ads, which is kind of cool. I thought it was neat, that they kept it like this, that they try to keep it like it was originally intended to be released. I was like 15 years old when this came out. And I got to say, the Swamp Thing is awesome. Arkham Asylum, man. That was the shit. They were supposed to make that into a movie with Heath Ledger, and then he died, so they never did the Arkham Asylum. But anyway, I digress. Let's get started. That's my little comic shtick right there. That's it. Let's get into the war. Hey, what's up, Miguel?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Like my new Juan Valdez look here.
Yeah, it's
It's
good. It's good.
Yeah. Tried something different. Got the books in the back. Trying to make it look.
I got the whole setup.
The whole setup. Like if
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So how you been? I like your Spain jersey. Hey, that's cool. Huh? There you go.
Yeah, that's my Spain jersey from years and years ago.
Yeah, it's cool.
Euro.
Does it have sponsors on it, or is it the main thing? Like, how does it look?
How does it look? No, not standing up because you're not showing off my belly. But anyway, but it's customized, so it's got my name on it.
Oh, nice! Check that out.
Yeah,
wow.
I got that when they won the Euro years ago, so it doesn't have the star.
Right.
The 2 stars.
That's cool.
So, a little concerned for Spain right now because they're having fires. and
They're
stuff.
having fires, bro.
Yeah, they're having fires right now. There's some fires here in France too, in southern France. And actually, Norway's gotten fires too, and parts of Scotland too. So
Yeah, it's so weird. Like all these fires are starting. I mean, I don't remember summers past having all these fires. You know, it's like
no,
all of a sudden there's like a gazillion fires. It's like what the hell?
in Spain, Portugal, and France, yeah. I
Mhm.
remember actually driving with my father-in-law, and there was a fire, and we stopped and you could see it just like about
Mhm.
400 meters away from us, and we were
Right.
making sure that the fire wasn't going over to his brother-in-law's property. We were
Mm,
just watching it, so it's common. There's a whole bunch of different factors to it. Of course, the climate's a big deal.
yeah.
But then, in Spain, they've been spending a lot of money on bullfights, redirecting money for bullfights as opposed to,
Really?
yeah,
Is
yeah.
bullfight still a thing over there?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Unfortunately,
That's like the
like,
rodeo
it
over
depends.
here, right?
What's that?
I guess that's like the rodeo over here, right? Like the
The rodeo kind of grows out of that in many ways. In
yeah,
many
yeah,
ways, it grows out of that. So,
yeah.
uh, the sad part is, though, is that a lot of people don't care for it. It's more of a conservative shtick type thing. It's a thing that Franco really brought back in when
Hmm.
he took over. He brought in all these crazy traditional value type things.
And they do the bull run too, right? Like where they chase.
Yeah, Pamplona.
They
Yeah,
still do that craziness. That's nuts. I would
I
never
stay
run
away
from a
from that
bull.
crap.
Like, why would I do that?
Yeah, I stay the hell away from that
Like,
crap.
you could die, right? I mean, people die.
Yeah,
It's like, and they still do it.
it's like 1,000 or 1,500 pound beasts.
Yeah, it's like,
And the thing is, they're usually very gentle. You have to prod them a whole bunch, and
mhm.
get them really angry to start some shit with you. So
You don't got PETA over there, like for like, is it those bull? Don't they throw the stabbing things at those guys, those bulls, to upset them?
well,
Like with the not with the bull run, but the other one, like the
there's a whole bunch of shit with bulls.
yeah.
I have my issues with it. I don't care for it.
Mhm.
But let's just put it this way. Any family that owns bulls in Spain, chances are they're some of the oldest families in Spain.
Really,
Because bulls go, I mean, you could go right back to the fucking Minotaur,
right,
right? And the whole idea is the ceremony, as most people don't understand it.
right,
I kind of understand. Like, when you have the guy with the gold, the matador,
right,
he's supposed to represent the sun,
right.
and the bull is supposed to represent the night. So it's sort of like it's so old and so intertwined into, I
Right.
guess you could say, custom. But yeah, a lot of people don't like it. I don't like it. I grew up in a household. My mother didn't care for it.
Goes
I
back to
think,
the golden calf, right?
well, it was about the idea you go into the ring kind of like Theseus
Like the
and you
god.
slay the bull, right?
Yeah,
Which is just screwed up on so many levels today. Like, I mean,
right,
after a while, it's just like the animal's not there. It's not the knight. It's not a minotaur. It's an animal.
right.
Um, but there is another style of it's bull jumping, which is the wildest shit ever. Like, you don't harm the bull. The bull comes to you and you just jump over them. And they do all these crazy acrobatic type stuff. And that's more like northern part of Spain, southern France.
Right.
But bullfighting is actually, if I remember correctly, it's illegal in Catalonia.
Mm.
And Portugal, you're not allowed to kill the bull. So they still have them a little bit. But yeah, it's usually more right-wing people that tend to like bullfighting. I'm not a fan. Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, well, it's all those traditional values. And here's the thing, this doesn't talk about the FIFA World Cup. That's where I wore my jersey. And internally, the Spanish team has a player, Lamine Yamal, who is a Muslim.
Right.
And he has not hidden the fact that he's a Muslim because he prays on the pitch after he wins.
Hmm.
For us, we would be like, oh, okay, that's his religion. But for Spain, I think they said 40,000 incidents on the night that he won of anti-Islam
Oh,
hatred
what?
sent towards him. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. And you have to understand, like, this is why I supported them because of him and Williams. I know what they're, well, I don't know exactly what they're going through, but I can understand what they're going to go through. And I'm glad that they won because the right was making it all symbolic. Like, if they lose, that's it. That's just shows the decadence of our society being multicultural. But here's the thing, and this leads right up into what was done in the Americas, the reconquest of Spain by the Christians,
Mm-hmm.
kicking out the Moors and Jewish people,
Mm-hmm.
for him to help them win
Mm.
the World Cup after 500 years of demonizing Muslims. Let's just say God has a good sense of humor, the universe, whatever you want to say. So I think it's a bigger moment than most people realize. This is a hilarious picture of him praying. And anyone who watched the World Cup, the players fighting with the Argentinians, the Christians, right?
Right, right.
Here he is peaceful, right? We're always told, oh, those Muslims, this, that, and the other, violent. And he's praying, and the other fools are at each other's
Yeah,
throats.
they're beating the shit out of each other. Did we play footage on that last week? I don't remember. Did we show
No,
the?
no, because we talked before the game hit, and let me just say,
Oh, yeah.
I never cheered so hard as when that Enzo guy got kicked off the freaking pitch because he's just a dick
Yeah.
on so many levels, just a dick.
Yeah.
So, and then of course Argentina has
I did
melted,
have that video. I have that video somewhere. Let's see if I can find it.
and Argentina's been just like melting down.
Yeah.
Now they got conspiracy theories about, well, they had to award Spain the cup. Spain, who right now is on the outs with the U.S. because of Palestine and
Yeah.
not allowing the U.S. to use its bases, is going to be given the World Cup.
Take a look at this. This is the violence. Can you see it? Let's see if we got it. Oh no, let me remove that. All right, let's try that. Boom.
Yeah.
Try it again. There we go. Every day, every week.
And it was Argentina who started that shit.
This is by social media.
Yeah, one of
Not
the coaches,
televised.
one of the Spanish players.
US.
Yeah. Like through and through, Argentina. I
Yeah.
don't care what Argentina fans say. Argentina has been,
Sour grapes.
but they've just been assholes to the whole tournament. It's just
Yeah.
like poor winners and poor losers. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and in 90 minutes, they didn't even have one shot on goal.
Exactly.
Like, where was Messi, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, look at they somebody broke it down like they broke it down here. Says FIFA is investigating post-match brawl by players after Spain beat Argentina 1-0. All right, this guy's grabbing his thing.
and he's 30. That kid, that guy's a kid. He's like 19 or 18.
All right. Then you got it appears to show clash starting when Argentina's Nahuel Molina struck Spain captain Rodrigo Cascante in the chest after the final whistle. All right, then they got the throat grab here. After that, Argentina's
Paredes
grabbed Spain defender Eric Garcia by the throat, and they were beating them up during the game too. Javier stepped in.
Did you see how he kicked that one kid and he did like a 360 in the air?
Yeah.
They're doing some shit.
Yeah.
And,
what the frickin' A? It's like talk about bad sportsmanship. You know, when I was a coach, if you pull that shit, you lost a game.
Yeah.
But they already lost.
Well,
So they lost twice.
not to pick on Argentina, but to pick on Argentina.
Right.
That hand of God, I actually saw the actual pic. I thought it was just they just sort of snuck it, but he actually had it like Maradona had that it was like literally he just smacked it in, right? Like it
Yeah.
was like a volleyball spike.
Yeah. It's like, how do they even count that?
Exactly. And
It's
then
been thrown out.
and they never question it. They always giggle about it. They think it's hilarious. And there was another time where just recently saw how Maradona admitted it was like in the 1990 or
Mhm.
94 in
Right.
which they spiked one of the a Brazilian player's water.
Wow.
So the guy was drugged, and of course they beat them 1-0. I'm
Wow.
like, you guys are like notorious cheats, and you guys are like,
Right.
not to say that you can't be good players, but that's some cheeky shit.
Yeah, it's messed up, man.
Really messed up. So, and it just blew up. People are like now, the Argentinian government's going after people for
Mhm.
posting negative stuff about Argentina, like influencers. So Mexicans are like, that's it. That's all of us. We're all done.
Right.
Because a good deal of Latin America has issues with them. And of course, Samuel Jackson, I don't know if you heard this.
Mhm.
Samuel Jackson said, he said, Argentina is the most or one of the most racist countries in the world.
Right.
I would say our country's the most, but okay.
Yeah.
And if you cheer for them, and he had a picture of his character Steven from Django Unchained
Right.
wearing a Argentina jersey.
Right.
A lot of Argentinians didn't take that very well. But to let everybody who's Argentinian know this, because their government, I don't think they're aware of what their government did this year.
Mhm. But the land being sold, or
That's part of it, but really, it has to do with the UN vote to declare that the transatlantic slave trade was a crime.
right.
Like 52 countries didn't even show up to bother vote. All of them Europe. So
Right.
that's pretty sleazy.
Mhm.
However, there were three countries, one through three, who
Right.
decided to vote against it.
Right. That's U.S. Right.
US,
Israel.
Israel, and Argentina.
It's like what? The fuck?
So it's not coming from anywhere. And there's a lot of stories of, and it really depends. I see ranges of people who are more light skinned who say they had an easier time in Argentina, and those who are darker skinned had issues there.
They
And that's
also
not even,
did it for water and food as a human right, and they said they voted against it too.
they voted against it too. And the thing is that there is a portion of Argentinians that are very progressive, mind you.
Mhm.
But it doesn't mean that just because you have a progressive society that you don't have racism. And there is against the indigenous, like uh, things like negro de mierda,
Right.
indio, shit like that. That's racism. Let's
Hmm.
call it for what it is. And whether it's the U.S., I don't think anyone was surprised that the U.S. voted against the criminalization of the transatlantic. I think we were all like, yeah, Israel, yeah, Argentina, what the fuck? Right? So that kind of nailed them. Keep in mind, August 6th, there's a big vote in Argentina for, yeah, that they're going to open up the land to be sold to as much land as they want to buy. So this is a big, big issue.
And it's still being sold for cheap, right?
I don't know how cheap it's going to be, but the fact that they want data centers there is going to be horrible. And they really have a fight coming their way. Unfortunately, for was it like 5 days now? They've just been going on and on about the soccer game, which to me is like, dude, it's just a game.
It's the game. I
It's a
don't know.
game. Get over it.
Yeah, it's like
Um, but on the
I don't.
flip
I
side,
never understood that, like how they can, like people make such a big deal about sports. I mean, I understand it's part of a culture or whatever, but these are European sports on top of it. These are not,
well, I mean,
like
there's a portion, I guess you could say, of football
yeah,
that was
yeah,
most likely influenced by the Mexican people.
Yeah.
You can kind of,
Yeah.
it's
That's true.
uh,
I like basketball with the hoops and
mhm.
stuff.
Yeah, so it's not completely theirs, but I think it's almost like a measure of where you.
Hmm.
Some people take it to the other extreme, and I can understand a measure where you are as a country.
Hmm.
Although I find it unfair that a lot of teams come in, they don't have that much money,
Hmm.
so they can't get the best trainers, best equipment.
Hmm.
Probably have to work, then afterwards go do your
Yeah.
training. Whereas the European teams, that's all they fucking do all day, right? So that's not we're not coming in with even skills. I think that's why Cabo Verde was so like mind blowing that this tiny little island
Right.
held off the world champions and Argentina,
Yeah.
and that's commendable. But I think I think, and for Argentina, I think they needed the win emotionally because
Mhm.
they're just going through a lot of shit. I mean, people are eating donkey meat.
Really?
Yeah, like, and you're talking the country that provides beef is one of the biggest exporters of beef.
Mhm.
The average citizen can't afford beef; they can only afford to eat donkey meat, which is fucking screwed. And then the idiot
I ate a donkey
Millet,
before.
what's that?
I never ate a donkey before.
It's supposedly it's terrible for you.
Really?
It's terrible for you. Yeah, that's
You've been
not.
into jackasses?
Yeah, eating jackasses. And on top of that, just this morning, I just read that Millet was over in Brazil at a stump speech for Bolsonaro, the conservative.
Mhm.
Well, the father's in jail. He went there to help his son, and Millet decides to call Lula, who's the president of Brazil, a bald piece of shit in his country. Yeah. So let's just say that Argentina's got a lot of work, and the videos of the I don't know if you saw the N-word burger.
No,
There's an N-word burger restaurant in Argentina.
no way.
And yes, look it up. And on top of this, the burger bun is black.
Oh
I'm
no.
like, you
Is it
guys aren't
A or
reading this.
ER? Is it the hard ER?
The A with the A with the A. I'm like, you guys are never gonna live this shit
I
down.
think
Like,
there was one that was in China like that too that I saw before. Like,
no, this one's in Argentina. Although some people have said the
oh
owner's been.
no. What the hell?
I told you. Yeah. I'm
What
like,
the hell? Yo, this is crazy.
yeah. So
No.
when Samuel Jackson says this, you add the UN, you
Right.
add some of the history of Argentina, of the black people slowly disappearing, and eventually the policy bringing in a lot of, yeah, like, what the heck is with that?
What the
And it's not even like
This
it's
is
like,
crazy. This is
and
nuts.
it's dark.
Right. Why is it a black bun? I mean, that looks disgusting.
It does.
It's got the pork on there. Like, what the
It's got a
hell?
whole cannibalism vibe
That does
shit
not,
going
yeah,
on.
that looks
And I'm like, oh shit. And then there's
3% off. I thought I should be insulted about that.
yeah, I mean, so I think
Don't you want to eat my what the?
a lot of people think that this anti-Argentina, that people saying Argentina is racist, but between the UN vote, this countless videos of people like us show speed getting harassed.
I gotta see this video of this guy. Let's see what this guy says. Let's see this.
Sure.
Just-
I thought I shared this with you. Oh no. Not good, man. Not good, not good. And then there's another one, a video of a guy with a black doll in a bathtub, and he's wearing an Argentina shirt
right,
while abusing this black doll. So
right,
I'm like, you know what? I think you guys need to sit down and talk to some of these people and say, can you please fucking cut it out?
right.
Because you're making us look fucking bad. Like,
This is stupid.
a lot of stupid shit. A lot of stupid shit. So
And they got an
um,
Instagram.
Yeah, it's insane. Like who
What
does
the
that?
fuck? This is nuts.
And it's got like 50,000 people or so, or close to 50,000 people who follow it on Instagram,
Oh my
you
god.
know. And they're like, "Well, it doesn't mean the same thing." I'm like, "Dude, we all know rap. This is an international world.
All
You
right.
don't get away with the, well, I didn't know. We didn't have the internet."
Yeah, let's see this video. I was trying to pick one. I don't know, just randomly choosing. Let's see.
Just in case you thought that.
Go back.
Big nigga burger? Big nigga burger. That's what we're doing right now? Never be in allegations of being racist. Racist as hell. Like, what? And then, like, it's literally on everything. But, like, if you're gonna say it's not a slur, then why is it, like, blocked out?
Right.
Why'd you put the dots? Oh, it's to give people a golden pass to say that. Yo, I can't.
I get a pass. That's ridiculous. Yo, what the hell? That is just like
That's
absurd.
fucked up. So if that's all you knew about Argentina, you'd be like, "Well, yeah." So
Then what happens? The response is that someone has to open up a burger joint with a slander against Argentinians. Like I don't know what slander would be against.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. And then on top of it, they have that stupid song of theirs.
Right.
You know, the Mexicans are from the Indians, the Brazilians are from the jungles, and we're from the boats, meaning they're European. And then they get fucking mad that everyone's
Right.
saying, you know, you're racist. It's like, dude, own it. Be
Yeah.
better.
Dude, man, that's crazy.
I don't like the shit Spanish racism. I fucking call it out. I'm not going to excuse it.
That is ridiculous.
Racism's racism. I don't care what fucking country it's from, right?
It's like that is totally nuts.
It is.
I would expect something from the Bronx to come out with something like that.
But Argentina,
Yeah.
like, you
Argentina.
know,
Like, what?
and I know they're mostly mestizo, right? So,
Right.
although they all think they're fucking German,
Right.
you know, because I've been catching up on the indigenous issues
All right.
in Argentina. I'm like, first was the black people, and they came out, no, we're not completely gone. We're only like fucking 0.3% of the population.
Right.
We're 30, but and then you have the indigenous, you know, coming out going, oh no, we still exist. I'm like, fuck. I just thought everyone was like blonde-haired, blue-eyed in that place. When you look at their media,
Yeah, the media, I don't know what's up with the Spanish countries. They still do that in 2026, that they still have this perception of blonde hair and blue eyed, and they're bleach blonde, a lot of them. They're not even naturally blonde. It's like, come on now.
and here's the killer. In Spain, they don't give a shit about blonde.
Right.
What the fuck? You're going right to like the Nordic countries, right? I don't get it. I imagine it's that Costa shit that's stuck around. The, you know, peninsulares crap and, you know, mestizo and all that shit, which is, again, like I said last week, I think it's fucking bullshit.
No, they should be sued. Should be forced to shut down.
Not with Millet.
Well, I could see. I was surprised. I could see someone doing that in the Bronx and trying to normalize it, and people would probably be supporting it because people are ridiculous.
Oh, but some people would protest it, I'm sure.
You know, I'm sure a lot of people would protest it for sure.
Yeah.
But I could see that a lot of people would support it too. Especially, it's like,
yeah. Well, it depends on the owner, though.
yeah,
If the owner's a brother,
yeah,
you're kind of caught in this shit. Why do we normalize that crap?
right.
If it's some like,
Even Newark, like, cause I don't know, like where I work, I had this one kid. He would say like in a like a one period, like a 50-minute period, he would say the N word in his conversations, a minimum of 50 times, you know, like 45. I would count them. And then I had like their N word bank. So whenever I ever heard the name, I would write their names down. And then like they had one kid that said it like 30 times in less than 10 minutes. I was like, dude, what the hell? Like,
see, that's the thing I never agreed with, this whole trying to normalize it shit, like Paul Mooney tried to bring in.
yeah.
You just can't. You just really can't.
The reality is that a lot of people say this word, and a lot of them are not even American. It's like
Yeah.
it's
Well, I have to blame rap music on this.
where everyone jumps on it and says it. Like I see Hispanic kids saying, "I'm like, guys, stop,
I've seen white kids call each other that,
kids." Yeah.
and you're like,
That's died down a little bit
yeah,
over here, but you still hear it. Yeah, for sure.
it's fucked up. Like,
It's
but
it's just like it's in the the dialect of the it's part of the it's kind of sad. Like guys,
it is. It is. It's bad enough that it's funny because in Spanish, if you wanted to say someone was a shit, it's
yeah,
called un mierda. You
Yeah.
don't need to add negro. Like,
Yeah.
right? Like, it is un mierda. Okay, fine, good. You're shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
I had started in my school the no N-word challenge. They had to replace the N-word with the word neighbor.
Ninja.
And Ninja was back. We used to say neighbor, and then I played like I said, if you don't say neighbor and you can see the N-word, I'm going to start playing Mr. Rogers on this giant screen. So I start playing the music of Mr. Rogers, and they'd be like, stop, turn it off. And I'm like, stop fronting. You all watch this as kids. Don't lie. Stop yourself. You know what exactly what this is. And then they were like, so then they started calling it, they're like, fuck you, neighbor. I was like, it's like, yo, my neighbor. Yo, what's that? It's like,
What's up, my neighbor?
what's up, my neighbor?
Yeah, it's really really screwed up.
Right. And it was funny. I got the biggest laugh because I was like, you got to say, instead of saying the N-word, you got to say neighbor. Because, at the end of the day, we're all neighbors. And then they're like, oh! They took it the other
Yeah.
They took it the other. They're like, oh, we know what you meant. I'm like, no.
Yeah. But no, it's yeah, popular culture is to blame for that shit.
Yeah.
You know. It really depends on, like, I had to tell a friend of mine in Spain who brought that up. And I'm like, man, I know you don't know because you listen to rap music, and he loved rap music, what that means per se. But I'm gonna tell you something. Some of us come from old school. Like my dad is from East St. Louis. You don't say that shit. That shit will get your teeth
Yeah,
on the back of your skull.
in junior high school, and this Italian girl, we still had like white kids in the Bronx back then. I mean, they still do, but no, not now. They're mostly Albanian. But back in the day, you had like a lot of Italian kids, and this Italian kid screamed the N-word to this girl, like, and dude, I remember like another fucking school showed up, like a high school. I was in middle school, and a high school showed up, and they literally blocked, like all the black kids blocked every exit on that building. Now, this building was like 4 square blocks, which would be like, in New York City or in the Bronx, a block is like 3 blocks, right? This school had at least 20 exits.
Yeah.
And they blocked every exit.
Yeah.
And somehow the girl got through. Like she found some exit that they missed. I don't know. Like, and then like she ran and they all chased her. You talk about like 30 plus kids in the school chased this girl. She was tall. She was a tall Italian chick. She was at least 6'1", 6'2". And
long legs.
I saw this white guy who was driving in the Bronx, and he saw that these 2 white girls are running by the back, a pack of black kids running behind them. And the guy throws the door open, trying to be like, he doesn't know the situation. He's just like, come inside the car. Dude, not only did they barricade the car, they dragged the driver out and they beat all of them. They beat them all.
I'm telling you.
Driver had nothing to do with it. He didn't know them. He was just like trying to be a helpful guy, and they all got their asses kicked.
Don't start nothing. There won't be nothing.
That was the power of that word. You just didn't say that.
Yeah, you just don't.
Like kids called each other that, but that was reserved for,
Yeah, within the black community. Yeah.
the black community. Nobody said that word. Hispanics.
Still, even then, it's kind of controversial within the black community too.
this all started in the 90s, you know. They started normalizing it on TV, and then you had Eminem and
Paul Mooney was the one who.
Paul Mooney.
Mhm,
But it's like the music industry had a big part of that too, you know.
mhm. Yep.
And
Yeah.
it seemed like I think that MTV, I can't say it 100%, but I feel like MTV let that word slide a few times, like in the
I
MTV
wouldn't be surprised.
and stuff like that. I could be wrong, but it was just so normalized. I was like, what's going on? Like, especially when I started seeing white kids doing it, I started laughing. I was like, oh man, that's fine.
Yeah, because it was kind of like a little taboo in the 70s.
Yeah.
You would have comedians like Richard Pryor using it.
Hmm.
And then he said when he went to Africa, he said he'd never use it again
Hmm.
because he saw how there were pilots. It was a developed society and stuff. He just felt gross using it. And I know that Paul Mooney was one of his writers. Then in the 80s, yeah, if you drop that, that was like,
Hmm.
but you're right. In the 90s, it started to get normalized again. I think with like gangster rap and crap.
Yeah, and I remember in the South, if you were like a white kid that listened to rap, they called you a wigger, which is the white.
Yeah, Wigger. Yeah, the Wiggers.
What the hell? What is this? I was like,
Trying to adapt it, you know.
and those people that came up with that word, they're most likely Trump supporters now.
Yeah. A lot
Like,
of those
what
people
kind
who
of word is that?
probably got into Kid Rock and
Right.
that kind of shit. But now you have a whole entire different country.
Yeah.
You have them voting against the transatlantic slave trade as a crime. You
Mhm.
got the N-word burgers. You got them yelling at Ice Show Speed. You got them getting in fight. There's one video I saw. This brother was like a giant wall of muscles. He looked like something escaped out of He-Man.
Mhm.
And this little Argentinian guy, I don't know what he said to him, but he was this little pitifully little guy. And this wall is walking to him. Of course, he's like, no, hold on. I'm like, who did you think you were messing with? Right.
Right.
And then there's one in Atlanta where I guess one of the Argentinian fans said something to a black cop. And welcome to America because they beat the shit out of them. I'm like, do you think we exaggerate about our cops? Are you fucking nuts?
Right.
Right. Yeah, it's just yeah, they didn't leave a very good impression. But I would say no, actually there's nothing I can say in their defense. I would try to, but I can't. You're gonna need 1,000 Ch's to make up for that shit because
Yeah, it's just like, don't go there.
and then you have the soccer team
Don't
saying
go
some shit about the French team after they won the Copa America.
there.
And the one sports minister from the government said, I think you guys should have to apologize for this. He gets sacked by Millet. He says they don't have to say anything.
Wow.
They don't have to say anything that they don't think.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, this is kind of compacting as to why you're seen as racist. So, fix it.
Yeah. Do better.
Do better. Yeah. I have had some conversations online. Well, the Brazilians do this. And I'm like, oh, and then there's incidences of, I don't know if you know this, but in Brazil, you can go to jail, right?
Really?
For racist incidents? Yeah, if you do. And it's retroactive. So there isn't statute of limitations. A lot of Argentinians have ended up in jail when they go visit. So there was the match. I don't know if it was between England and Argentina, but they're starting to do all this monkey shit to the Brazilians.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, and I'm like, dude, you guys aren't beating this. Like, you're screwed. So, and I know some really nice Argentinian people, but
Are you trying to say that there's good people on both sides?
I'm trying to say those nice people have to fix their shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Just
Yeah.
like I could say there's really nice, wonderful people in the United States who are not black, who are not racist,
Right.
but unfortunately, the overall outweighs the few.
I feel personally, just from my experience as a New Yorker, I feel that humanity, it's kind of like hardwired. I mean, it's learned behavior on one end, but it's humanity is hardwired on hating and dividing in any capacity. It's like I was saying the other day to a friend of mine, two guys, if we all look the same, if we all have the same eye color, if we had the same identical face, same skin tone, and we would look like clones, we would still find a way to get a one up on, say, hey, you're left-handed or you're right-handed, or you start walking with your left foot. Oh, you start walking with your right foot. It's like you walk funny, you walk this way. It's like, so even if we were like identical in every aspect physically, we'd still find some way to differentiate and divide ourselves to suppress and to subjugate another group of people.
I would say it would go something like this. It would take someone who's an opportunist
Right.
to go, fuck, how do I get this?
Right.
You know what? Have you noticed the walk on that guy?
Right.
It's usually, I don't think it's us collectively. I think it's always that one asshole who says, have you noticed the walk on that guy? Yeah, everyone who walks that way fucking cursed. Every
You're
single
right.
last one of them.
I
And
mean,
then that's how we divide, right? But I
right.
don't think we naturally do it without that one person who comes along and
Yeah.
or people, not just one, like a bunch of them, the opportunists
Yeah.
amongst us, because then they'll be the ones out dating that person who walks funny. Like, but I thought they were bad. Don't
Then
look at me,
they'll
man.
sell a cure to relieve that ailment.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because there's that side to there's that
Right.
that sleazy sort of opportunistic side
Right.
that always gets everybody in a fight while they sit back and reap the benefits of it, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's naturally per se that it's just that we're very easily riled and very we
Easily.
have our little vanities and we want to feel special.
Right. Everyone
And
wants to be God's best friend.
yeah,
Just like everyone says they're a Christian in the Christian group, but there's so many divisions, and only our form of Christianity is the correct one. Only we're going to heaven. We worship the correct way. And I've heard the Christian. It's like, what?
Yeah, and it's that
Yes.
priest or clergy or whoever that
Right.
realizes they get a lot of money from it.
Right. Like they're idol worship.
Power.
Right.
Right. And yeah, for me it's more that the view of the leadership
Right.
amongst us that are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that? There's a meme that it's an empty glass and there's a note on it. And it says, "Dear pessimist and optimist, while you guys were trying to figure out the glass was half full or half empty, I drank it. Signed, opportunist." We forget that third side.
Right.
Opportunists amongst us. And I think that's why Trump really, like someone like Trump, doesn't really have an ideology.
No.
He's just through and through an opportunist.
He's a whore.
And we're all kind of like, oh, is his ideology? No, he has none. It's
No. He's the guy with the most money is the guy that he's gonna work with.
Yeah, and he's gonna listen to.
Like he's like, oh, Saudi Arabia, they're horrible. Oh, they gave me a plane. They're not bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you hear that the Iran blew up his plane?
Oh, I heard they were blowing up a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, unfortunately,
and,
just died. But they blew up his present. it's like, oh.
Hey, he's trying to choke out their country and starve them.
Yeah.
So, his plane is like whoop-de-doo. And I know we keep pouring more and more military into that area.
A lot of soldiers are dying, and they're trying to cover it up on top of it.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of them died before it too. I think they're just full of shit. I bet you some of those soldiers they told us that just recently died.
Yeah.
Died before.
Oh, died before, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
During the first weekend, there was like the hospitals in Germany were completely packed.
Yeah.
And they were just
there's a lot of horse shit going on, but they know that we as a public are very naive.
Yeah, they do.
So, because that's who they are. They're opportunist fucks.
Opportunists.
They're like, and now they're going after left-wing groups. I heard they're going after like that guy Hassan Piker. They're going after independent channel called Breakthrough News, saying, "Oh, you're being funded by foreigners." I'm like,
Yeah,
here we go again.
give me a break.
Give me a break.
Before we move on from FIFA, I want to show this.
Oh yeah. Please do.
I mean, look at this. This is when they were against England, like smacking the crap out of the guy. Like,
Oh, the elbow to the back of the neck. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was dangerous.
He could have killed the guy and make him blind.
Yeah, he could have killed him. He could have killed him. There's a tackle they did on.
But that's not even that.
That's so dangerous.
That's intentional. That's not like oops. You know,
Yeah.
they should have been disqualified from playing.
Oh, they completely cheated Egypt. That goal that they got in, it should have been allowed. I'm reviewing it. Oh, oops. They disallowed 2 goals from Spain that were perfectly fine.
Yeah, I saw that.
3-0.
Oh, his shoulder is up.
His arm was offside. What the fuck?
So what kind of bullshit is that?
Oh, you scored, but there was a little bit of a foul over here. Then later on, they looked at it. Actually, there was no foul. That should have counted. I'm like,
yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
and I think someone was saying the guy that actually scored the winning goal, Ferran Torres, he's actually from Valencia. Actually, I lived there for a while, and supposedly, I don't know how true this is, but it just makes me laugh. When he scored, he heard Messi say, "Are you happy now? Are you happy?" And let's just say that Messi, who everybody talked about being so humble and great, and by the way, I have no fight in this Messi Cristiano thing. I'll give one thing to Cristiano. He fucking works hard. Like at 42, he puts a lot of effort into his shit, more than I definitely have keeping myself physically fit.
Right.
But Messi, yeah, he didn't look like he was in it, for one. And two, did you watch the game? Okay, so you remember Cucurella, the guy with the big hair?
Yeah.
Right? When they hit the kid, the kid did the whole 360 up in the air, went to the moon, came back. That was nuts, right? So Cucurella is talking to Messi, and he just lightly touches his mouth like this. And Messi turns around and goes, "Hey, he covered his mouth." Like he was being racist to him. Because, usually they cover their mouth to say something racist.
Right.
He's like, "No, I didn't do it." So here's a guy who has been seen as this incredible, humble guy, reduced to quite literally a football field snitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, get rid of him. He did this. It's like, it's so pathetic,
Yeah. I think a lot of these players are just throwing themselves on the floor in Argentina, like pretending to be fouled. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I think the strategy was, and I think Spain knew very well, keep them the fuck away from the box.
Right.
Because if they get in there, they're going to get a penalty kick somehow. And there was one where Messi just drops, and he points up like the. So if you saw, he just dropped. It's like, what the fuck's this problem? And I think he was like, "I'm ready for my foul."
we got the spin here. Take a look at this. Let's see.
That was.
There we go. Let me zoom in. This shit is like, what the fuck? It's an accident though. That guy fell. That's not a purpose trip. It's not like he literally lost balance and fell backwards.
Yeah, but there were some where it was just like, I don't know. I hate that. I didn't like the way that the Italians would do that for a time. They'd score a goal, play defensive, and just play like shit,
Right.
and not really keep pressing forward.
Right.
But Argentina was just so hard to watch. Like, oh, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories going around about Messi and stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of stuff.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I did this interfaith ride the other day. When was that? Saturday? No, today's Sunday, right? So I think
Yeah.
it,
It's Sunday.
so I think it was Friday. Yeah, and Friday I did this interfaith ride with author Julian Village and the Swiss artist Simone. I forget his last name.
Boulevard.
So we did this ride together,
Yeah.
and it was actually kind of cool. Where you went to like different. They called it an interfaith ride, so it's kind of like we went to. It started off at this Hindu temple, and then the riders would talk about the temple and what they worship and all that stuff, and then we bike rided to like a mosque, and then the head of the mosque would be there and talk about their faith, and then we went
That's
to
cool.
we went to the Jewish temple, and then they talk about that, and then they ended it at a Christian church, and and that was then we had pizza. It was kind of neat.
That's neat. No
Different
Scientology.
no Scientology.
No Dianetics.
But I just thought it was a pretty. It was called a peace tour ride, and I guess it was trying to get people to, not be so hateful. Like, hey, man, this is, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, getting people to understand the differences of culture and religion, and it was pretty neat. It was pretty neat. It was fun. I thought that it was going to be like a major like bike ride because it was sponsored by the city, but then I was the only one wearing a biking outfit, so I looked out of place, even though I was dressed appropriately for the.
Everybody else just wore casual clothes.
Right, everyone else was wearing like t-shirts and shorts. I was like, they were like cracking up. They're like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" I'm just like, "Dude, you said it's a bike ride. What the fuck?"
Like, this is a Tour de France, man. Like, chill.
Right.
You didn't have the boots too, did you? Did you have the shoes for it too? Like,
I didn't wear the shoes because they're uncomfortable,
Yeah.
but I do own the shoes.
were you tempted to wear them?
Yeah, no, because actually they're very dangerous in the city because this was in Queens, New York.
Right.
Now there was a time I wore the shoes, but they're just, I mean, literally, I've almost like died wearing those things. They're like really scary,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're meant just for the pedals, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but you can like literally like die like because of the way people drive in New York, like the cars and stuff.
Yeah.
That shit's not safe.
Yeah. No, because you have to dodge in and out, right?
Yeah,
They don't have bicycle lanes in New York?
they do, but they don't have them where we were going. Like there was not one lane where we were at, but they do have lanes, but it's not. We're still behind. I would say New York is still behind. They can't get their shit together.
I don't think they give a shit to get their shit together.
Yeah, you might have a point there because it doesn't seem like they care. Like they really just. But it was neat. It was neat. I was trying to share a photo, but I can't seem to figure this out.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I just yesterday I got back from the day before Friday. I got back from Dunkirk.
Oh, nice.
So I went to Dunkirk for a few days because it's my son's. He turned 18 yesterday, which is like, where does the time go? And so we went to Dunkirk. He wanted to check out the museum there for the whole thing,
Right.
battle that happened. Really depressing because you're looking at some of these uniforms and you're seeing the ages.
Right.
It's like looking at my 18-year-old, looking at going.
It's that real, man.
I mean, walk away fucking rich. Because they're the ones who caused the shit. But it was a nice town. They had free buses.
That's what we should have here in New York.
Yeah. Free buses. It was the weirdest thing. Because even here in my town, my little town, you still have to pay something. I was like surprised. It's like, what? Nice beach. Nice beach though.
Oh, that's
Got
it. Hey
some.
man, I love beaches. I don't know. Are you a beach guy? You love beaches?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
yeah.
Except beaches I find dangerous because they mellow you out too much. It's just you don't want to do
Um,
shit.
I had to convert the picture, so that's me in my biking gear, and everybody else was like wearing regular clothes. Got my like my little Fuji gear there, like it's like
Hey, you were in the spirit of it. You were like into it, so that's okay.
yeah. I used to do a lot of biking tours when I was thinner.
Mm,
It's a miracle that suit still fit.
yeah, yeah. Those are the days, huh? Those thin days. I remember those days.
Yeah, a part of me when Ozempic first came out, I was like, oh, I could like look like when I was 20 if I get on this shit. But then when I started hearing about the Ozempic face, I was like, no thanks. And then I started hearing about
How it
the
eats your eyes?
eats your eyes, blindness, it hollows out your bones. I'm like, I had a doctor really pushing that on me. One doctor's office I go to, everybody was on that shit. And that's when I knew something's not right. Like everybody. And then I thought it was like a pill, like, oh, I can take a pill, whatever. And then because I was like pre-diabetic, and they're like, "Oh, this is good. This will regulate, blah blah blah." And like Tom's on a version of that, Wegovy, but I just told him, "Dude, you're getting too thin. You need to stop." It's like you're getting too skinny.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So what
but
is it exactly if it's not a pill? Is it like a
it's an injection. You got to inject yourself in the stomach. I'm like, what the
nah,
fuck?
nah.
I'm like, I don't. I'm not afraid of needles, but I'm not injecting myself in the stomach every day for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life?
Yeah, because it basically
Nah.
changes your body chemistry where you're dependent on it.
Nah, I'd rather fight it and duke it out
Yeah, and
the
then
old
once,
way.
yeah, I was like, I'd rather just like drink prune juice and shit's been good once a month.
Yeah, like that. I guess that Ariana Grande or whatever is on it.
She looks fucking horrible, dude.
Yeah,
She
I know
looks.
she gets very sensitive about it too,
She's
which I understand. I mean, that's what you look like, but
maybe that's what they tell you. I thought she was on fentanyl, to be honest.
I don't know. I'm just guessing if that's it
No, a
because
lot of them
drastic
are on
weight
that drug.
loss,
Yeah, they look fucking horrific.
and
You
then
know?
you add like anorexia,
Yeah, yeah, like not eating. Wow,
yeah,
not good.
body dysmorphia, and all that crap, and
No bueno.
it's funny because to kind of tie that to comic books, um, they always tell us how we have this unhealthy view of the female body, which
Right,
I'm not going to disagree with.
right.
That is true.
Where does it come
S-
from? Our mothers.
But I always felt this too, that some of it comes from like fashion magazines do not get even close to the amount of hate that comics gets.
Right, exactly.
Like Photoshop, all that shit that they do to make women look thinner and
Yeah,
younger and
yeah.
all that touching up. That's, I would say, way more insidious than like Betty Boo.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
I know she's a cartoon.
yeah, and they encourage that too.
Yeah, that's
She was
that.
she was a female cartoon. Remember, she was a dog first. That was even probably more insulting.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
You know,
But the Vogue, all those fashion stuff, all those fashion magazines, I found
she was Betty Bitch before she was.
very. Well, actually, that's what they used to use for black women. I think that was the word that they used. There's a
All right.
whole history behind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find fashion magazines get a massive pass.
Big time.
And it's funny because
This
I don't know
was-
so much now because I haven't been single in a long time and different generation.
Right.
But what we expect a woman to look like, or we've been told a woman should look like, compared to what a young woman is told what a woman should look like,
Right.
are like night and day.
But they're competitive with each other too, so there's that.
Yeah, but like if you think of the voluptuous body type that we're sold, versus I need to be a stick that they're sold. It's like it's not even matching up.
Doesn't match up. Yeah, because the thing is, the fashion magazines have this thing with transsexualism where they're like want to like they want the women and the guys to look both, you know, like both like androgynous.
Yeah.
Androgynous. That's always been
That's why they get the preteens.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like right before they're fully blooming and stuff. So it's like, and then, you know, going to the Epstein files, a lot of these people, the guy,
The French guy here.
yeah, the guy that owns Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Back in the day, in the 90s, in high school, they were talking about a sex ring that existed with these fashion moguls, and then it just went away. The story came out and went. It didn't stick. They were saying there was an investigation, blah blah blah, and clearly there wasn't. And that was probably Epstein there.
Yeah.
You know, so you know.
Absolutely. I just think it's just sort of weird. I always thought that was weird. We're like, you know, more of a voluptuous body type sold to men.
Right.
And women, it's like this. And dudes are like, no, you're like, okay, you're fine.
Right, exactly.
We're like, no, I got to be skinnier. What are you talking about? You know,
Right, exactly.
it's really messed up. And then you take into account right now, I guess straight hair is the thing. But I remember in the 80s, women would get perms to get curly hair.
Right.
You know, and black women are getting straight hair. Nobody's happy, you know, with who they are.
Exactly.
White women want to have big lips, you know, so they go to Mike Tyson and get punched in the mouth. They get those, you know, huge collagen injection type lips.
Exactly.
It's just weird. Like, it's like society doesn't allow you to be happy with who you are.
They want you to always be self-hatred, you know?
Yeah.
You could be manipulated and controlled. You're all sinners. We're born into sin.
Yeah.
You know, what I got to say to that is like, didn't Jesus die for our sins? Like, didn't he absolve the curse of Adam and Eve? Therefore, we're not sinners anymore after he died. But they're like, oh, no. You're still a sinner. Well, that doesn't.
All right. So I am. So are you. So are you. Yeah. Pass the salt.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're all sinners. All right. Pass the salt.
Exactly. We're talking about Epstein. This is weird. This whole Palm Beach Pete thing. You know, people compared the interior of his plane to Jeffrey Epstein's plane in the past. One of the houses that he was living in Palm Springs, you could see Epstein Island from across, like out the window.
I love his name. Sounds like he's a Simpsons character.
I know,
Palm
right?
Beach Pete.
And he stole it. There was an actual YouTuber called Palm Beach Pete, and he stole the guy's name. So what's interesting is, and then, you know, we did the thing about the DNA test, and they stopped him from being mayor, and they're withholding his. They're not giving it the YouTuber who interviewed him and did the DNA test. The results are hiding it.
Did he get disappeared?
The guy didn't get disappeared yet, but they basically told Palm Beach Pete to stop running for mayor, and then he's fighting it in court because he's really upset about it. And this guy is not really bright, but here he is now in New York. He bought a house in New York, and
please tell me he didn't buy Jeffrey Epstein's old home. Please tell me he didn't buy that.
Yes,
please tell me he didn't.
He did.
Fuck no.
Yes, he did.
Oh, please tell me he didn't do that.
Yes, he did.
That's about as bad as the Argentinians saying, we're not racist. Excuse me, what about your hamburgers?
Right? Hey, look at this. This is ridiculous. Like 9 East 71st.
This is Palm Beach Pete. And when I went on stake, because I usually went on stake, I'm going to buy this beautiful townhouse in New York City. Probably the best townhouse in New York City. And I'm a winner. Always a winner.
Why is Palm Beach Pete standing in front of Jeffrey Epstein's old place? If he is not Jeffrey, can someone please explain this to me? Something ain't right.
Hey guys, it's Palm Beach.
I mean, and they do a photo analysis. This is the house that they filmed, right? This is the door. It's the same fucking place. So it's like, hello, America, wake the fuck up, right?
He got away with it, dude.
Got away with it. The Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah, because he's still alive.
Shit.
The
It's funny
plane,
because I saw some Argentinian person saying,
you know,
well, online saying, well, if we're racist, then you guys are a racist pedophiliac country. I'm like,
right?
and like we're saying this.
The same car interior, right?
Holy shit.
You can see the view, the same background and balcony as Jeffrey Epstein's
Did
place.
he get like his teeth capped?
He had his jaw narrowed, right? And he has same tattoo, right?
Holy shit. Like just
So this is Epstein. This is Palm Beach Pete. It was like they narrowed his skeleton, his skull.
wow.
Same plane, same teeth. This is Jeffrey's mouth. This is Palm Beach Pete's mouth.
There's a little difference there, but if he capped them, then
He has it's a little different because the narrow jaw, but also he has the same lisp on the same vowels.
well, it probably changed because of his jaw being.
Yeah, but when he speaks,
Yeah.
the same verbiage, same
Fucking laughing at
way of
us in our
structuring
face.
his sentences and expression. You know, it's like it's the same dude. You can't change the way you could change the sound of your voice by acting, but you cannot change your thought process and how you compose words and make statements in a sentence.
That's true. That's true.
You know,
Holy
and you
shit.
can't stop your lisp. you
See,
know.
I didn't pay attention to that video. As soon as you told me Palm Beach Pete, New York, I'm like, fuck, please don't tell me he like they're doing it right in our front of our fucking faces. And they
Yeah.
don't give a
You don't
shit.
give a shit. And he was on Jimmy Kimmel. So that just tells, and he was at the Diddy party. They had another Diddy white party. You know, he was at a Diddy white party, and he's bragging about it. This guy, he's not hiding it. You know,
I have
why isn't the state of Florida arresting him? You know, it's like with that DNA evidence. You know,
because it's corrupt. That's all I got, man. That's all I got.
and he's like just putting.
Hey, Mike.
Just look at this. He's at the Diddy party because the Diddy parties are still going on, even though Diddy's in jail. I mean, look at this. This is crazy.
Cool. I'm so glad you're having the party this year. It was really messed up with the whole Diddy thing last year, so it's great to be invited to your party. Famous, infamous, all-white party. Palm Beach Pete is there. Does it get any better than that, guys?
The best indicators of how cooked America is in this moment is that the internet made someone famous whose only claim to fame is the fact that he looks like a man that was raping, trafficking, and murdering children. That's the joke. That is why he's on late night television. That's why he's at Michael Rubin's party. The big joke is he looks like the guy that raped children, the guy that either was killed by the powers that be in prison or is still actually alive. It's a big punchline. Isn't it funny, America? He looks like the rapist. Isn't that a good joke? Then he gets to go hang out with other rapists, Palestinians who don't speak on the genocide of their own people, and old men who prey on young women, build hotels in Israel. He gets to hang out with people like Alicia Keys, right, that pretend to be socially conscious. He performed here for all these people, including fucking Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump. Jared Kushner, who is dividing up Gaza like it's a little real estate deal. The progressives hang out with people like Robert Kraft, who was tied into all the massage parlors in Palm Beach, right, with the trafficking allegedly. That all went away in Palm Beach, right, where Trump and Epstein were as well. Kevin Durant with his CIA-funded drones being used to kill people in Israel, and friend of the IDF, Draymond Green. How many fucking scumbags can you fit into one party? The limit truly does not exist. They can all hang out with Michael Rubin and his dead eyes, making money hand over fist as the CEO of Fanatics as young American men waste their fucking money betting on sports. And the guy who looks like the pedophile gets to be there as the court jester, and America laughs.
Hey, Michael.
That
Is he the court jester?
I think he's the puppeteer. You know?
That guy, like, that's wild to me. And it's true. Like, why me? If it was anybody else,
If it was OJ, if OJ
yeah, if you look like OJ, you would
president,
get a job.
the dude comes back as OJ.
You wouldn't get interviewed by Kim. Oh, you're the guy who looks like the guy who killed Nicole Kidman.
Right.
Nicole, whatever her name is. Sorry, not Kidman. Wrong
Yeah.
person. He didn't kill Nicole Kidman. Nicole Simpson.
Right, Nicole Simpson, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We are so screwed.
They're so screwed, dude. It's in the face, and nobody's saying boo. No one's covering it. No media's covering it. It's all on social media. It's like, dude,
Well, you heard that Trump wants to run 2028, right?
which is ridiculous because now they're saying that, well, technically, a president can't run a third term after 2 consecutive terms, but now they're saying, well, he didn't serve 2 consecutive terms, so technically he could run. Man, the guy is running all over his fucking underwear. It's like
He's barely staying awake.
barely
Right.
staying awake. He's shitting himself. I mean, it's like, what the fuck?
I don't know, man. I don't know. World's a circus.
Yeah, hopefully he gets that little Mitch McConnell treatment.
Oh yeah, is Mitch alive or dead? What is it?
Right.
Is he
Yeah.
alive or dead?
There's so many, there's so many AI videos out there about it.
Him breakdancing, him being in Thriller,
Right.
him being...
Did you see the Muppet one?
No, I haven't seen the Muppet one. I saw the Thriller one. Someone said, and they did a wonderful job. They made him really a little too lively for Mitch. But...
They had him. There's a few of them. we could go through it. It's like,
Sure.
we got him with the George Washington, Kennedy, Reagan.
Ronald Reagan and Lincoln and JFK.
Yes.
I thought his wife died.
Then you got his wife is not that she basically was, but she was not at the hospital when he was at the hospital. She was in China. Then you got him with Dancing with the Stars.
The Turtle Man.
Oh my god.
The Turtle Man
Bernie.
liveth.
He's
Where,
like,
you remember Commander Piker
right.
from
Yeah.
Star Trek?
Yeah.
You're just gonna roll him out with these little lights.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my, I did not, if he is still alive by like 3 hairs, he still managed to outlive Lindsey Graham.
Right.
Nice. Nice.
Oh my god. Look at how this is fucked up.
Hey, Palm
Yeah,
Beach or whatever his name, Pete.
Yeah.
He's a John Wayne, Michael Jackson, and Elvis. Nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh man.
It just keeps going.
The internet is wicked, man.
I'm telling you.
The internet is wicked.
Look at the arms. Oh my god.
Oh man.
I'm telling you. It just keeps going. It just keeps going over and over.
And the circumstances around Lindsey Graham dying are kind of weird too.
Yeah. For real.
Because everybody said they talked to him a half an hour ago.
Right.
Oh yeah, I talked to him a half an hour ago. It's like
Next session in Congress.
did anyone do the Futurama?
Right.
Like in a jar?
Oh, look at this one.
Oh man.
Donald will be able to deny the ghost of Lindsay. See, this is why I like AI. Are we depleting the water? Yes. But it's like this is all time. mean,
Weekend at Mitch's.
I mean, yeah, it's just like it's a never-ending Halloween costume.
Oh man.
It's like we could be here all day. We could do like a whole episode on this shit.
Oh my god.
It's like
So do you think he's alive or dead?
he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
You know, you say anything against, you know, like against, you know, our ally, our moralist army, then you know you're gonna get it. It's like look at
Oh, they're clamping down now, man.
yeah, dude.
They're clamped down. But here's the thing: it's like I
Yeah.
said to you when we started this podcast,
Yeah,
you're going after people who are just saying shit. It means that you have no power. It
right,
means that you're basically like just trying to gather up some power to scare people into place.
right. Exactly.
Which is, you know, don't get me wrong, it's scary, but on the other hand, it's like you're getting your ass kicked by Iran. Like I saw that the House Republicans are saying, we're going to fight communism. I'm
Right.
like, sit the fuck down. You can't handle Iran, let alone China. Like, this is. Can we fix some roads? Can we, you know, think of something else other than this shit? Like,
Right.
you know.
Right.
But yeah, right now we're going to go through a scary time. I think a lot of people are going to get singled out, and a lot of people are going to be treated as
Scary time.
I think the crypt keeper looks so much younger than Mitch.
Yeah, for real.
He really knows how to moisturize that face of his, and
Right.
he's looking great. He's looking, you know, under 50 easily.
Easily. Oh man, these are the funniest. Yeah. Excuse me. These are the funniest videos. Like what the.
Oh, and let me just say, to tie it back to the whole FIFA thing,
Yeah.
people in Egypt, Iran, all around the world were cheering when Argentina lost, by the way. Let's bring it out there. Like, do you know how much of a fuckhead you got to be to lose? Because you're going along with us. We're the fuckheads.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but we're being very monstrous. So put that out there.
Completely monstrous. It's just like it is scary.
It is.
I mean, what's scarier is like that vote that went up. I mean, thank God it got knocked out. But
the
this,
unification of the army with Israel?
yeah, I mean,
I
look
think that got through, didn't it?
no, it failed by a few. Like it was like 46-50. But this is the Republicans that all voted for it. They said every Republican voted for it.
Every single one of those guys has some sort of like videotape of them with children. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and business
I'm going to say that as I don't know.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it appears so for them to be so uniform. I don't have any, you know, it's just here. It's just, you know, just speculation.
yeah. No, I mean, clearly. Well, what did Donald Trump say? He says, if you release the Epstein files, they're going to hurt a lot of my friends. Right?
I think he could release the Epstein files, man, have the videotapes and everything, and our country would do jack shit.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think we're to the point that we're just kind of resigned ourselves from like caring.
Yeah, that's the thing. People are checked out, and then, but you know,
It's
on a lighter note, you got
It's dick.
You got the Trump's Hollywood star, you know.
A130, a Donald Trump's Hollywood star, and today I thought we could reflect on some of my favorite memories of Donald Trump's Hollywood star so far, starting with this video of Donald Trump's star decorated in color. And speaking of color, here's Donald Trump's star decorated for Pride Month in these amazing stickers. They took weeks to peel off. Oh, I remember this. This is from when they had to clean Donald Trump's star of all the dog duty that was left on it because it started to corrode the concrete. Still smells. Not to mention when a witch decided to show up and cast a spell on Donald Trump in hopes that he would, well, anyway, I also remember when Donald Trump's star held a memorial for Lindsey Graham. Wow, what a beautiful photo of him. And the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez prayer candle was the icing on the top. Oh, and these are literal snakes on the star. I don't know why, but they were here.
Oh my God.
They look just like him. Make sure to hit the follow button, everybody.
Wow. You know you can buy those, right?
Oh, the snakes, yeah.
No, the stars.
Oh yeah, they buy them. They're purchased, yeah.
Yeah, they're purchased.
$1,000.
How much?
$100,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because someone got a star. It was Gal Gadot.
Hmm.
She got a star. It's like,
For
all
what?
right, you're out.
5 movies. How she get that star?
You're okay as Wonder Woman, but
That tax dollars at work right there. That's who pays for that.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, by the way, Israel was not happy that
Yeah.
Spain won. They were burning
Right.
jerseys and flags, Spanish flags. They were pro Argentina.
They seem so MAGA, right?
It's a MAGA world, Ray. It's a MAGA world.
I mean, you heard about that guy from MAGA, right? That was, that guy from ICE that was threatening to kill, like he killed somebody, and then he had threatened to kill his own daughter, and
It was the Guerrero guy he killed, right?
yeah, and then he abused his own wife. There's a voice thing going on now that they've been releasing online, you know.
Well, he was Looney Tunes himself too, because I know he has some mental issues like PTSD. Because I think he served in Afghanistan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's just like wow. I mean, but yeah, it's just this guy is
Every single female in your bloodline is nothing but a disgusting fat. And all of you should have your throat cut. Yeah, you should. Every single female in your bloodline is nothing
voice.
but a disgusting fat.
Yeah.
And all
of
what a nice guy.
Yeah. Such a wonderful human being. By the way, that is the least passionate I've ever heard. He sounds like he's kind of half drunk.
Yeah.
Like usually when someone says that, maybe it's a little that Southern European side of me. You put a little vim in it, you know. You're like, your voice goes up and down, not like everybody. Like he's sedated and angry. How the fuck do you pull that off? You know what I mean? It's like sedated angry. It's fucked up.
Yeah. He seems like he's totally out of it, like probably drugged out of his mind, you know. Yeah. And then we got you heard about the cockroach movement that's going
in India. Yeah, I heard something about that Gen Z cockroach movement. I was like, really didn't dig into that.
They get that going on. It's like the younger generation is protesting against the older generation.
Good.
It's for.
Will not hold back. Will not stay silent. We have seen too much. We have witnessed too much. We have experienced too much. 20th July ko the way the police behaved. We have seen it all now. So the government really needs to get its act together. Otherwise, the youth of this country is going to take them down.
Good for them. I don't know what they want. I mean, I hope that they would want to get rid of
reforming the educational system, and they want the minister to resign, pressuring Prime Minister Narendra Modi to promise that he will punish corrupt officials, and post on X that nothing is more important than the welfare and future of our youth. It's been called the cockroach movement after India's Chief Justice, its highest-ranking judicial officer, reportedly compared unemployed young people to cockroaches and parasites. So
Well, that was like,
they took it and earned it. They basically like, oh, you want to cause cockroaches? Right, we got the cockroach movement.
holy crap! Who
So
calls?
it's employment, right? And we have the same situation here. We're having the same. This
Yeah.
is fucking hilarious.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, it's like
That's everywhere. The thing is that
Huh?
the economy is such shit that no one can retire.
right. That's
So what needs to be done is
what
that
happened here too, because a lot of millennials are quitting their jobs. They're not working towards retirement.
Mhm.
They're just day laborers, gig workers, and it's not going to be good.
no, like what I think has to be done is what FDR did. There were people who got pensions even though they weren't part of Social Security. This
Right.
way you get them out of the way so other people can come in and then fill those jobs. It's an expense, but on the other hand, it creates an opportunity for young people to get their
Right.
foot in. Because I mean, we've been struggling this as Gen Xers since we were young. Like the
Yeah. Exactly.
baby boomers, as we see from you're joking about Mitch McConnell. You
Yeah.
know, these guys they'll hang on to it from the grave if they can.
Yeah.
So for the Gen Z and Gen Alpha and whoever, realize that us Gen Xers have no issue with you. It just comes down to we've been seeing this shit.
Right.
It's a long movie, but it hasn't changed. So, wow.
Exactly. Then there was this viral video of this woman talking to ICE in Spanish and really shut the dude down.
Yeah,
Which
yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool the way she just schooled the dude.
DHS here. The reason why I
Hola,
stopped
no
you.
hablo inglés, disculpa, ¿no hablas español?
Sí hablo español. El motivo que te paré es porque estamos haciendo una inspección de inmigración. Ocupo saber si usted tiene documentos para estar en este
Es un
país.
fucking
¿Me permites
latino,
tu ID,
Star
por favor?
Ah, cometí
I get
alguna infracción para que me pares, porque no.
Ok, no cometiste ninguna infracción, pero corrí el número de placas y me parece que el dueño del carro no está legalmente en este país. Ocupo saber si
It's not
usted
legal.
me puede mostrar su ID
Pero-
para verificar.
The guy is a fucking moron.
Oh, he's full of shit.
It's like, and then she ends
She
up
was so calm, like, and okay, so
right. She just basically 1, 2, 3. It's like, is there a warrant for my arrest? Did I do something illegal? Is there a traffic violation you stopped me for? Am I
Nope.
under arrest? No. All right. Have a good day. No, but we think your car is here illegally. Your car is here illegally? You could just check the license plate to see if it's registered or not. There's a license plate on it.
so now cars are moving in illegally,
You're right. It's an illegal car.
hopping over on their own.
Mexican cars. It's ridiculous.
We think your car just moved itself in illegally into the country.
Even if you buy a car in Mexico, it still has to be registered in the United States.
Yeah.
Lots of people, I've seen European cars with the European plates and then still have the American plate
Got to
on.
register it.
Got to be registered, right? It's a registered vehicle. It's like you just can't pull people over because you feel like it.
I wonder if these guys they must have quotas.
They do. They do.
So this is why they're just grabbing anybody off the street.
Right. I think at first it was like they were trying to get like 1,500 a day or something like that, or a week, something crazy like that. It's like, and they get paid regardless if you're a citizen or not. That's why they were just like, oh, just pick up anybody. It's
Yeah,
like,
I saw they were picking up Native Americans.
yeah. It's like,
Dude, those are like,
right. Oh,
you don't get more from the earth.
Deport Native Americans for the longest. They just don't know where to deport them to.
Yeah, yeah.
They've been trying. They've been thinking about it. They've talked about that in Congress.
Have you ever seen Born in East LA?
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I thought about when I shaved my beard this morning.
Cheech. I love that guy.
Yay!
Yeah, like back in the 80s, when that movie came out, I saw it in the theater. My mom took me to see it.
Yeah.
And it seemed like such a ridiculous premise. A guy that was born in East LA,
Right.
because he didn't have his papers with him,
Yeah.
is illegally deported to Mexico. But this is now just reality. Back
Yes.
then, it was just like a quirky. Maybe it was happening. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So here we are. It's like a regular occurrence. It's fucked up. You know.
And then in Gaza, they were watching the FIFA game. That was pretty amazing. The way these people are really smart. They got a fucking screen television and hooked it up to the cable. Like they're like,
I wonder if they had like a projector.
No, they had they got like some. They said they had like a giant screen TV or something like that. It was
Wow,
like, this is crazy. Like, you know, you don't have to be Spanish to celebrate this win. It's a unifier. But
is.
of course, the United States starts deporting players and coaches, and you know.
Yeah, it's actually kind of the weird part is actually I had someone who was Spanish say this to me online. They said, "I'm feeling kind of weird because the world is cheering for us Spaniards," and it's weird because for so long Spain is the villain, and it is because of the shit that it did, no doubt about it. But it's really weird if you think about it. And this is how fucked up life is, right? That all of a sudden you go from like, oh, you're the villain to no, you're gonna get the hero to be the hero this moment. We're like, what?
Okay.
So it's very interesting in that sense. I hope they continue. I hope Spain, because Spain has an election next year. I hope they vote correctly. Not correctly. I hope they vote progressively and continue with someone like Pedro. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Pedro Sanchez because I find the socialists are really center left, a little mamby-pamby, but he's handled it well enough that people in Palestine recognize it. And but I know one thing: no matter who gets voted in, Basque Country, Catalonia will continue supporting the Palestinian people no matter what.
Right.
And I know that very well.
And then we're like wondering, where's all this aid going, right? And we see that, you know, I remember the news was talking about like Palestinian mobsters stealing food and trying to sell it to them and blah, 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 garbage, and Hamas stealing food and not giving it to the people. And
let me guess.
There goes our
תעלו למשאיות, תעלו למשאית והפתחו, קחו הכל. קחו מה שאתם רוצים מהמשאיות. קחו מה שאתם רוצים מהמשאיות, בבקשה. מהמשאיות, רבותיי.
So it's going to the settlers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I remember in Ethiopia the same thing happened during the Ethiopian famine, that food was diverted, taken, being stolen, sold. It's just,
And it wasn't all of Ethiopia either. They made it seem like it was because they were having a conflict with Eritrea.
right.
It was a certain zone, but they made it seem like, I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah, they made it seem like it's the whole entire
Continent.
continent. It's like,
Holy shit, they're all dying of poverty.
right. It's like, what happened?
You got Sally Struthers out there,
Stop stealing their oil.
You know.
And I'm sure a lot of these Americans that were raising money for that fucking stole money from that too. You know, a lot of these rich celebrities and stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Or they were just the conduit in the front for, I mean, it happened in Haiti.
Right.
None of that stuff made it to the people who it was intended to, like all the aid in Haiti. And a lot of Haitians still have, and appropriately so, some not so great words for the Clintons.
Right. Yeah.
So it shouldn't be any different in Ethiopia. But in Ethiopia, it was more because there was a conflict between Eritrea and Ethiopia. But they never really told us that.
Right. No, they didn't get into the actual politics of it. Not at all. Yeah, it's crazy. And then there was this really sad video, but I think this is how AI can be used, not just for humor, but also for reflection. All the people that have been killed by ICE on Threads. So we had that. Let's see if I can get that going. So, not just humor, but actually, like this guy here. So these are the AI'd everyone that died by ice.
So they humanize them.
I don't think we could do the music because we'll get hit with the
They humanized them.
they humanize them. It's like it froze. It froze. It's going slow. For some reason, it's not morphing well. Yeah. So he's got everyone there. You got Luis Gustavo, killed in New York. So it's really something, really something. And it's a lot of people. You don't realize how many people are dying,
Yeah.
under,
Those are the ones we know of.
these are the ones that hit the media. There's so many that did not. And these are all like people that were not even criminals, didn't have a criminal record.
This is someone's son, someone's father,
Yeah.
grandfather, someone's mom, daughter.
Right. And just like
Meanwhile, you got Stephen Miller wanting to get rid of, birthright citizenship.
which doesn't make sense because, well, if they do that, they need to deport Trump's kids first because
Well, they need to deport Stephen Miller.
Stephen Miller, right? It's like, give me a
Like,
break.
unless you're Native America, bros,
Right.
you gotta go.
Exactly.
So,
I mean, they even have Puerto Ricans in there. It's like, hey, I thought we were like a colony, and aren't we supposed to like
hey, territory, man, come on.
territory?
It's the market. I love that. It's isn't that a colony? Come on, man, we're not British.
It's funny that you have like a colony like Israel, and they're getting all our taxes, and then you got Puerto Rico, and they're getting none. They can't even vote. It's like
I know, and you can't even get Puerto Rico can't direct shipments. It has to go to Miami and then to Puerto Rico, which doubles everything, the cost of everything.
Yeah, and that's all done for money. Just middleman washing hands and all that stuff.
And to keep Puerto Rico in check.
Yeah.
Last thing they want is for Puerto Rico to turn around and start trading with Cuba and Haiti,
right,
and the others, because that would mean they would grow.
Right. They don't want them to have any autonomy.
Mm-hmm. In Israel, though, because it's more of I would say a European.
Yeah, they have nuclear weapons.
I think what they want to do is fracture the Middle East using Israel, like a battering ram, to control the Middle East and the oil.
Yeah, they want to make them a superpower.
Yeah. Which I don't think it's going to work, personally, but I've been known to be wrong, but I don't think it's going to work.
It's a mistake.
Yeah. I think we're going to dump a lot of money in there. There's already been a lot of death, but there's going to be more death. And I think at the end of the day, it'll be one of those, why did we do this anyway? Kind of scenarios. And then we'll try to forget about it because that's how we roll. We don't like talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of there was like a lynching that happened with a young person this past week.
Yeah. It's been happening a lot, actually.
Another Rodney King style thing where a teen was shot 11 times in the back by Riverside police. It's like, what the hell, man? 11 times? 11.
And the thing is, it's like
the guy goes down after the first shot. I don't see anyone.
Even 2, reflex.
Right.
Maybe 3. But 11?
Trigger and unloaded on the dude.
Like, I don't know how many cartridges, the guys switch clips in between too, and just it's just insane. I don't know. I don't get this. I was scared. I shot once. Oh, okay. We're still gonna have to talk about that. 11 times? You weren't scared. You're just emptying your fucking clip in that person.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely not. It's just like, how do they get away with this? That should be straight up murder. Even if I, as a citizen, was doing like a stand your ground thing, even though they don't have that in New York, defending myself against a robber, like if I had an intruder in the house, if I unloaded 11 bullets in that motherfucker, I would be going to jail. You know,
Yep.
no ifs, ands, or
I mean,
buts.
yeah. It's just like Amadou Diallo.
Yep, same thing.
It was like 50 bullets that they
It's 41 or something like that.
41. Like, oh, and the defense was, well, we were scared. Okay.
Yeah,
After the first 2 bullets,
they
you weren't scared.
reloaded on them. Yeah, and that was 3 officers. Yeah,
Yeah, 3 officers. It's like after the first 3 bullets, like you obviously weren't scared. You just unloaded the clips into this man.
yeah.
And I don't know how we combat it. I know that we can bring awareness and all that, but we really need our
And that was mistaken identity. You know, they don't his wallet. They call for his ID. He takes out his wallet, and then they're like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah, as he was taking out his wallet, then they basically they said, "Oh, we thought he had a weapon."
But you ask to take out his wallet, ask for his ID, and then you shoot him.
Right. It's like, and if this is an issue, you would just say, if you think he's got a weapon, you would say, keep your hands up, tell me where your wallet is.
Right.
And then you go pick out the wallet because you got 2 other guys on this guy.
Right.
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 They just wanted to kill someone. Do you remember? Maybe did I mention this before about the young man that was killed in New York City years ago? He was just picking up bricks because the landlord told him, "Oh, you can take these bricks. You can do whatever you want with them." Because a lot of times in New York, you use those bricks to put your air conditioning on. I don't know if he was going to do that with it, but as he's picking it up, an NYPD cruiser came and hit this kid, killed him.
Jesus Christ.
The week that the mother had just had the funeral, and by the way, he's a black kid.
Yeah, for those who weren't born around that time, Amadou Diallo. Young.
And the mother that same week receives a letter, bill for the damage done to their cruiser.
It's ridiculous. 23 years old. He was 23. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That happened in what, 93 or something?
Oh, man. 1999.
99. Yeah.
Yeah, I was already a school teacher. Yeah.
It's crazy. That's why I say that when Samuel was saying that Argentina is the, I'm like, no, that we own that crown as the racist, most racist.
Right.
That doesn't take away from Argentina not being racist. But the shit that we do to black people in our country is just not.
I mean, just this week you had so many. You had hanging. They said it was a suicide. So a girl apparently strangles herself with like a Home Depot strap. Like a ratcheting strap, and hangs herself. Like, what the fuck? It's
white supremacy gone wild.
Doesn't even make any sense.
Well, you got a lot of law enforcement, and they said this 20 years ago. The FBI had a report about 22 years ago in which they were warning the government that white supremacists are growing out their hair. They're dropping all their white supremacist gear, like the bomber jackets and shit, and they're going into the military.
Right.
And they're going into government, and they're trying to infiltrate. And they were warned.
And it happened.
And it happened.
We see it. We're seeing it.
Well, we were talking at the after show last week about the white supremacists.
Yeah.
And back in the day when you could tell who was who thanks to laces on their Doc Martens.
Right. That's right. We were talking about that. Red and white was for like white nationalists. Yeah. So I had told that to a student. I had a black student wearing combat boots, like Doc Martens, and they were wearing white laces. And I was like, you do know that means you're a white supremacist. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking? It's like I understand things change from generation to generation, but
yeah. No, that's
and it's like I was just letting them know. I was like, red, white, Neutral was yellow and green. All right. Some, that was meant that you're anti neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
Yellow,
You probably tended to listen to more like
Yeah.
Kennedy's, more in the skateboard culture too.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I'll admit the white laces look cool on black combat boots, but that has a meaning. Those are gang meanings. It's not just a few
yeah,
racists. These are like white supremacists. Like
yeah.
these,
And it was the same in Canada.
yeah.
It was the same in Canada. Like I was telling you about
Mhm.
how I had a friend who was half Inuit. For the
Mhm.
American audience, because I know in America they use Eskimo, but in
Right.
Canada, Eskimo is actually seen by the people who are Inuit
Like
as
a
being a
slang.
slur.
It's a slur.
Snow kisser or something.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
but
the E word.
the E word, yeah. So Inuit is the appropriate word. He was my next door neighbor. We were
Call
about
my
this.
mama.
Yeah.
It's like,
He was my next door neighbor, and he was
right,
half Inuit, but he was dark, right?
right,
It wasn't like you would like, oh, is he? No, you could tell he was half something.
right.
And he was great in Taekwondo. He had his black belt in Taekwondo. Very clean cut guy. I think he was living either with his uncle or his stepdad, whatever it was. And I didn't see him for a while. I used to do a lot of summer school just to fill up my time, just so I could also get high school over and done with. And one day, I don't know if it was after summer school, but I was walking by and he was at my old elementary school, sitting there having a smoke with some of his buddies. And he had gone from a clean cut guy to all of a sudden the hair shaved, long hair. He's got the military jacket with the Germany flag on it. And he's got the Doc Martens that come up to his knees.
Jeez Louise.
And I look over and I see his laces and they're white.
God.
What the fuck?
Right.
So, me being me, I walk over and I'm like, "Hey man, how you doing?" He's like, I think his name was Rob. I'm like, "Hey Rob, how you doing, man?" He's like, "Oh, I'm doing all right." I said, what's up with the white laces?" He's like, "Oh yeah, the white laces." Like, you're neo-Nazi now? I was like, "Yeah. You're a white supremacist now?" He's like, "Yeah."
It's
And
like,
I'm like, "So how does that work being part Inuit? Because you're part Inuit."
right.
And
He's
I still think of this to this very day, his answer. He said to me, "Well, I'm just genetic trash."
what the fuck? Talk about self-hatred.
And I just looked at him. Usually I got something to say, as you guys can tell from the podcast. But I was at a loss for words. I mean, mind you, I'm 17 at the time. And I'm like, the fuck? So I'm just like, all right, man. Well, you take care of yourself. All right.
Yeah.
Walked away from that. But yeah, I think there's a component of racism that isn't talked about enough, and that's self-hatred. I
Mm-hmm.
know people make a lot of jokes about Thomas Clarence and what's her name? The
Right.
chick that's always pissing off Erica Kirk. Candace Owens.
And so on, yeah.
Yeah, we people do crack jokes about that, but it's a real thing,
Oh yeah.
and it's a component of it's internalized racism to the maximum. And
Unfortunately, yeah, there's a lot of that, Unfortunately, it's like
there is, but never really vocalized that way. It's always very coached.
yeah,
Offensive.
yeah.
Really, and I think about it all the time, and it really breaks my heart because when I hear people then say, "Well, we Latinos are all mixed," I'm like, that doesn't mean fucking jack shit.
Right. And you had a girl that loved the swastika. It's like,
Hansi.
oh my god!
Did I ever tell you the time? I think I told this story.
I knocked that out too fast. I was laughing and clicked. I was like,
The swastika.
The girl.
She would have a job at the Trump administration, man. Or
this is before the girl with the dragon tattoo. The girl who loves.
Oh my god! The girl who loved the swastika. You know, she kind of looks like Lindsey Graham.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's like
That's him in his new life.
that's his new life. Oh my God!
That's him in his new life. That's crazy.
Oh my God!
Then there's the other story. I think I might have said this story before, but I always crack up at the story. So everyone who knows about the Nuremberg racial laws knows that Mediterranean people are not considered white,
Right.
right? So for Latinos that say, I'm pure Spanish, like somehow that makes you white. It's like, no, it doesn't make you fucking white. So my buddies in Spain, who are hilarious, they ran a comic book shop down there. They don't anymore, but they're telling me about these Spanish neo-Nazis who
Right.
decide to go to this German neo-Nazi festival in Germany.
Right.
And I'm like, so you know what fucking happened? Well, they get there, they all look at them, and then they beat the living shit out of them. And I'm like, I guess they didn't read the Nuremberg racial laws,
Right.
in which the Germans are here and the Spanish are here. Like, you gotta be stupid. So yeah, I never got that shit. But unfortunately, I don't know if it's still a thing, if the laces are still a thing. I don't think it probably has changed that much in 30 years because those codes still stick around
Yeah.
with the youth. But
Yeah, just like the white hoods have just evolved into white face masks. No, I love my little white ski mask, but now that they did that, I can't wear that shit anymore. It's like I had the same ski mask every winter. I like to wear it with my white coat, but now I can't fucking wear that because they ruined it with their little red hat. Just like I used to love my Under Armour red hat. I can't wear red hats anymore because of the fucking Trump supporters. They ruined it for me. They just take everything that's good and destroy it, you know?
oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, my biggest laugh is the hoods that the KKK wore
Yeah.
because they hate Catholics.
Well, then that's a Catholic thing. Yeah. It's like,
That's for Spain, right? It's for the sinners.
yes.
And I crack up every time because as a kid,
Yeah.
I grew up seeing that, right? You would see the hoods and they got the purple color and everything else.
Yeah.
And then when I was older and I was thinking about it, holy shit, if I was a Black American and I visited Spain during Holy Week, I'd be like, what in the? And sometimes you do see pictures, and there's some hilarious pictures of some Black American dudes with like the guys with the hoods. And people go, what the fuck is going on? Explaining. No. It's a Catholic thing.
Because we're a global community, but we're not educated in a global manner. That's the
right. It's still hilarious that the KKK had no imagination. They had to steal something from a group of people that they hate anyway. That to me is just like chef's kiss. You know, they're such losers.
Remember that movie, Black Klansman, where
I watched that not that long ago again.
It's a good movie, man. That movie's so good. People are like, "Oh, his son Denzel's son can't act." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's a great film."
He's just different.
Yeah,
he acts different from his father.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like why do you expect him to be like his dad? You know, like why you want the same thing? He's not the same thing. He's not the same person.
Different experiences, different everything. I don't know why we do that. That puts a lot of pressure on the person.
Okay, excuse me. I'm yawning on my own show. I was like,
these topics we've chosen. Right? I don't know why people are like that. I think they just want. I think we got this idea that there's an extension from person to person, like
right.
Forever and continue. Forever, this is what your family will do.
Right.
That's not how it works. You know.
Not at all.
There was only one Einstein in the Einstein family.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Like. I think his son was a brain surgeon or something.
Right.
You know, so I mean, I think if we accepted the person for the person, we would appreciate those people more.
Right, exactly.
You know. And then then you got other families that are just very strange, and they do that.
Right.
But I don't know. It's funny to me, but it's interesting. I don't know. Are there any young people out there listening to this who can tell us that there's? And I'm not talking, East Side, West Side, because we all know that shit, Bloods and Crips.
Right.
But in terms of the white supremacists, they still continue to do this shit with the shoelaces and
Yeah.
stuff, or is this like some old fart stuff?
Yeah, and if you'd like to comment on not Facebook but YouTube or Twitch. You can see we're live on Twitch right now. We're live on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook, but our comments from Facebook don't come up. So feel free to. They used to. I don't know what happened, but it's like it's like
Maybe I don't know. StreamYard and Facebook had a fight.
And did you hear about that in Kyiv? They had that protest in Ukraine about the defense leadership. They want this.
Oh, they're pissed off there. I've been hearing about it for months, that they're pissed off with the government there because they just keep grabbing people and throwing them out into the battlefield.
Yeah.
And they're throwing like guys our age and older.
Right. Like grandfathers.
And Zelensky hasn't had an election.
Yeah, I thought,
he suspended elections, but
IDF, why aren't they helping them out? You got the Koreans helping the Russians, right? It's like these guys don't like to fight in wars, even though they have war materials.
It's all about. I think Europe really wants to get its hands on the Russian resources.
Yeah, of course, they want all the resources. Unfortunately,
not going to happen. But anyway, good luck trying to say that because people get upset. You get on lists and shit.
Get on the list. Well, it was revealed in Haaretz and Jerusalem Post that Netanyahu was giving U.S. weapons to Russia during the embargo in 2022. So,
let me guess. I'm sure he was giving weapons to Ukraine too, because he's just that kind of guy.
Well, he started to give weapons to Ukraine last year. So yeah. So this is our
I really feel for the Ukrainians in that.
Yeah.
This war has gutted their male population.
Yeah.
Germany's starting to.
He doesn't step down either. He's because of the war. He's maintaining that. He's maintaining his position, even though people have asked him to step down.
Well, he has a problem that he was threatened by the neo-Nazis.
Yeah. Well, the neo-Nazis weren't they teamed up with them? That group, the Wolf
Azov,
whatever they're called, yeah.
Azov Battalion, yeah. But they threatened them. They said, if you think you're going to stop this, we'll lynch you. That happened at the very beginning of the war.
Stop the war?
Yeah, if you stop this war, yeah, we're gonna lynch you. So, and there's a lot of stuff going on there that's just like very unpleasant. I think once
a U.S. Army.
Yeah.
Once it's done, we'll probably start hearing the real truth of what was going on both sides. Because I think right now we're kind of in we really want Ukraine to win,
right?
But we don't really want to hear some of the facts that might disturb us, that they might not win,
right?
Because we're very much like, no, don't tell me all the stuff I don't want to hear.
But we need to know.
We need to know. That even goes for the people who might be cheering on Russia.
Right.
Things that we're not being told. So I think once it's
there are no good guys in war,
Oh God, no. It's gang warfare.
But
and
then all these yachts are being purchased by the oligarchs there. All the money is being funneled. They're still having clubs and parties, and it's just
all the super rich Ukrainians are over on this side, freaking like partying it up.
Yeah.
While their poor compatriots are out there dying on the battlefield.
Yeah.
In horrible ways, because
exactly. They're so patriotic. They left. That's why I didn't understand. I understand the women and children leaving when they first were leaving, and I remember they're kicking the Africans off the train, telling them to go fight. It's like, wait a minute,
Yeah, exactly.
you're fucking Ukrainian and you're on this train. Why? They said every able man stay behind, and they had dudes like holding their babies, like it's like the Titanic, like Billy Zane grabbing the child.
I remember when a lot of that shit happened, I was laughing my ass off because they were asking Senegal
Right.
to send troops, and Senegal has had it up to here with France.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're like, yeah, you know what? We fought in 2 of your wars and we got screwed over on pensions for our soldiers.
Yeah.
You can go screw yourself. We're not sending one soldier over there.
Right.
Not one. So, yeah, there's a lot of,
Yeah. I
lot of
mean,
shit. And, in the end, it's the poor working person that ends up getting squished. Because
Yeah.
the rich are fucking off and doing whatever they want to.
They're doing paperwork if they're not on the battlefield,
Yeah, yeah. And
Like Pete Hegseth. It's like Pete Hegseth, or whatever his name is. Like he's a chicken hawk.
oh, I don't know what he thinks. Like the testosterone supplements.
Right.
I'm like,
Ridiculous.
okay, I get the manly man thing. You want to do it on your own for yourself, whatever. That's your time spare. But
Right.
testosterone's not going to stop missiles.
Exactly.
He'll still splatter the same way when it fucking hits you. Like,
exactly.
really? Maybe you need to spend more of that money on engineers. Call me fucking crazy if you know.
Right.
If it's not He-Man and Masters of the Universe, we're not going out there with fucking swords, and seeing who can bench press the most. He lives in a weird homoerotic fantasy. That's all I can say. I think he's struggling with maybe being trans, fluid with his sexuality or something. But I think there's something. He's trying too hard.
Big time. He's a tryhard for sure.
Yeah.
He
may like the dudes, and he's having a hard time.
Yeah, he's probably him and Lindsey Graham, right?
Oh, Lindsay, I don't think any qualms about it.
You
Walking
know?
around with this little princess wand at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think he had any qualms about it. I think he might have had bigger qualms because maybe the age that he liked personally.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this was going around that they're saying it's fake, but this is hilarious.
I want to know what happened to this dude.
I was like, this is
the guy on the right. What happened to him?
This doesn't even look like him. This looks more like him than this one.
Yeah.
But they're saying this is AI, but it's fucking hilarious. I was like, don't try to give him any cool points.
Yeah, no. Actually, I can picture the one on the right.
Yeah.
He does look like a guy who would be on a poster for herpes.
Right. Yeah. Talk to your parents about HIV.
Yeah. He looks cool on the left. I'd be like, what happened? What happened, Pete? The other guy looks like, he looks like a dick.
He's like a dick who eats corn dogs and says he's not gay.
Meet you behind the bleachers.
Like an extra.
Want to go in the shower?
If he's gay, that's fine. We love gay people. But,
That's cool. That's cool. I think the funny part is that people who try so hard not to be themselves.
Yeah, he's
it's like, it's almost like, you see someone like, it's sad. Someone bleaching their skin. It's like, dude, like, why are you doing that? Just be happy with who you are. And I think the humor comes in the absurdity that they try so hard. And yet, in the case of Pete, the testosterone, really? Come on, man. No, I have no issue with that. I just find it funny that people just don't want to be themselves. It's sad.
It is, man. It is very sad.
Plus, you know, hearing Pete saying, "I don't like dudes," that kind of cracks me up. Meanwhile, I'm sure he's the guy going, "Oh, he's got really nice pecs."
Right. Well,
You know?
there's something about the superhero culture in America that it does have this fascist leaning thing to it.
Yeah.
I like my hero comics. I like Batman and stuff, but but at the same time, it has this fascist Nazi feeling about the perfect male.
Yeah. 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 Perfect body.
The perfect body.
You know, and
His
then
six pack. I think gay guys like more six packs than women. Most women don't care if you have a six pack or not.
no, those are more of an emotional intelligence.
They want the keg, they don't want the six pack.
Well, they don't want an asshole.
Right.
It's more of an emotional thing.
Right.
I think maybe we men are much more on the visual side of things.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're much more about, oh, aren't they sweet? They're nice, that kind of stuff. Like being an adult.
Right.
Instead of being like a 3-year-old going, "Look at my pecs." Right? So it really exactly. It's like this 3-year-old shit. It's
like shana na ba 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 bang the ding the ding ding the dang the dang dang the dang.
it's wild. And it takes a while for it because again, it's what's catered to us, right?
Right,
As
right.
kids, what's catered to us is men have muscles,
right.
Women have gigantic breasts and big butts,
Right.
right?
Right.
And that's all we know. And there's a whole bunch of action, and that's all that happens. Girls, it's much more of an emotional thing, much more of emotional involvement. That's how they're reared, and we're kind of reared so differently that when we get together, we look like immature nitwits.
They want the six pack teams over to.
All right, sure.
Anyway, pretty different. Not in my experience. When I was a young kid, I was like 151 pounds, I think, when I started college, and I was muscular. I lived in the gym. I was like a gym bunny for a slim kid, but I was. And I couldn't get a date for squat. It wasn't until I started drinking Guinness every day and got 200 pounds, 220 pounds to be exact. Then they were like flocking to me. There's like I couldn't get them off.
Well,
of me. That was
I think part of it is not giving a fuck.
Yeah, and just not caring. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
I was like, I want to be like John Belushi. I don't want to be Schwarzenegger anymore. I want to be John Belushi. That's what I'm going for there, and then that's
And you know what? There's always that one guy in high school. Just looked like garbage.
Right.
But he just didn't care. And he's dating all the girls, and you're like, and then you realize a lot of it is confidence.
It's confidence.
It's just like even on the other side, a lot of guys who might say, "Oh, I want the perfect girl," and all this other stuff. But then you get someone who is like a Courtney Cox. She's not perfect, but a lot of guys would date her in a heartbeat because there's something about her. She's got personality. She doesn't give a fuck.
Right. Exactly.
Right. So there's a lot more to it than just that. But I think we're kind of geared that way.
Yeah.
Very sort of dumb with that. But I kind of find it funny. I'm going to get my testosterone up. Why? Because those hypersonic missiles will be scared of me doing my push-ups. I'm like, they're not going to give one shit because they're going to pop you.
Exactly.
I think Tel Aviv got hit by a hypersonic from Iran.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
So
I know we got attacked over the weekend. We had a little reel here on the death toll. Let me see if I can.
And yes, that was my nephew. Yeah, I could.
He was it? That was your nephew?
Yeah, it was my nephew.
It's fucking hilarious.
Has now filed a formal complaint after allegedly being SA'd by an ICE officer at a private, for-profit ICE detention facility. His name is Garnett Smith, a 44-year-old U.S. Army veteran and father of 5 from Spokane. This incident took place at the Northwest ICE Processing Center in Tacoma, Washington. The private prison facility is operated by the GEO Group, which Trump holds stake in under a contract with ICE.
Yeah, it's terrible. That's the wrong video, though. Whoops.
I like that he said Spokane instead of Spokane.
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 Yeah, you're supposed to be seen, not spoken.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, you're yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of crazy stuff that we do that's very different between men and women. And I think it's in our rearing that we're not exposed to one to the other. I think maybe it's a little different now because it's so common now. But when you're younger, you know, you get He-Man, you get all this stuff. And it's funny though. I mean, I never wanted to take steroids to become He-Man. I thought they were fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. I wanted to be like a little bit of a musclehead because I thought that's what girls liked. But it ended up being that they don't like that. It was like totally the opposite.
Yeah, I was cool with like the Bruce Lee, and I was very believe it or not, I was skinny. I was skinny. I was cool with that. The whole idea though of becoming a He-Man doll, where you couldn't pull your wallet out of your back pocket.
I knew guys are like they couldn't even balance themselves because they were so big on top and they didn't exercise their legs. They were like literally like
frog people
about to fall over, you know.
They look like frogs.
Yeah. Like,
did you ever see? There's a video online. I think it's Turkish. Some dude. They're in a locker room, and there's this big muscular guy, and so they go and they stick it on the skinnier guy. They stick a thing in the middle of his back, and he reaches it and pulls it off, and then he goes and he puts it on the muscle guy, and the muscle guy, because his back is so wide, he can't reach it. And it's the most hysterical thing ever.
I can't wait. Because under or over, which way is like?
Yeah, he just couldn't do it because it was right in the middle of his back, right? So it's not always practical.
Yeah. No, I know this guy wear braces because his leg was he was so heavy on top. He was so top heavy that he was getting water in the knees. You know.
Holy crap.
So he was getting like injections or was taking the water out of his knees. I just told the guy, why don't you just work out your legs? It's like, and then you don't have to do that, you know? Yeah. I found
Did you ever hear the guy? I don't know. I don't know if it was an urban legend or whatever, but there was supposedly a guy that he made his biceps so fucking big that apparently it came off the bone.
Yeah.
Because he just kept pumping it and steroid. I don't know if that's an urban legend. It most likely is.
That's just urban guy who shot cocaine in his cock and then he had to have it removed.
That's right up there with Marilyn Manson taking out the ribs, man.
Yeah. It's like,
and by the way, I heard that made it all the way to Australia.
Well, really, that rib? Yeah, I remember hearing that. I was like, he took out his ribs. It was CGI. The video was totally CGI. It was him in a woman's body. Remember the video where he had a woman's body with his head?
Yeah.
Because that androgyny thing again, you know, that's what Hollywood pumps, androgyny. This is the missile video here. Let's see. Let me zoom in. Interesting pattern this is making this forked like pattern thing. Interesting. It looks almost like a hand, like a skeleton hand and a femur and a radius. But let me get my art brain out. Let's play the video. let's play the video. God damn.
The defense.
Right back to the real. That's the guy's making a call while he's filming. It's like,
Probably someone saying, "Did you fucking see that?"
did you see that, man?
That's crazy.
Oh.
I can't believe that.
Why is the guy in his apartment still? It's like, what the hell? Well, I had heard that they actually were pushing out Chinese people from the bunkers and anyone that wasn't, and Palestinians, they weren't allowing them onto the bunkers, which is kind of fucked up. But.
Yeah, anyone who was an Ashkenazi too.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't like the
and mentioning that, I remember at the beginning of the war, there was a Chinese worker who survived outside, and he was saying, it's really funny and sad that when Jews in Europe were having such a tough time, that China did open its doors up for Jews to go there. I mean, granted, they were in the middle of a fucking war too,
right.
But they did open their doors up to allow them into Asia as well.
Right.
And then they get paid back like this.
Yeah, it's a smack in the face.
There's obviously going to be big fallout.
Even denial that they were an existing country before, and to change their curriculum to say that the land was empty, that nobody was there, that that these people are lying, that they're just refugees. It's like, well, they're refugees because you took them off. You took 2 million people off their land in 1948.
Yep, the Nakba. The Nakba. So yeah, it didn't start October 7th. It started way before then. People still have their keys to their old homes.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that show? It was on Netflix. It was called Mo. Yeah, he's a Palestinian comedian. He's fucking hilarious. And he deals with, he doesn't pull any punches about Palestine or his status in the United States. He's like I think he has a citizenship now, but the show deals with him before he got his citizenship. He grew up in the States, but he didn't have citizenship until he was an adult.
Right.
So he was like a non-person pretty much.
No.
That's why I think when people are very hard on immigrants, it pisses me off because they're living in a state where, it's a spot where you can end up in a ICE detention center, which is really fucked up. But it's a really good show. There's 2 seasons. The 2 seasons are really good. And they're funny. Like, they're not tragic per se. Like, there's a little bit of that, but
Sammy Obeid, I think, is pretty funny. He has some interesting jokes. I think I've sent you some of his reels,
Mm-hmm. You have.
Yeah, so he's pretty funny too.
And speaking of Palestinians, DJ Khalid, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
He was on tape and he refused to say that what's happening in Palestine is genocide.
Yeah, it's sad, self-hating again.
Well, in his case, I don't know if it's self-hating or he's just so selfish.
Yeah, he's just like turning a blind eye.
Making money.
I'm sure he has family members there. I'm sure that there's, something, like an aunt, an uncle.
All I know is he's not very well liked in the Palestinian community.
Nope.
And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. So what else have you got, Ray?
Oh, well,
I know you got lots.
I got a lot of stuff, but I feel like I came up short this week.
No.
Yeah, I feel like you know what? I don't know if I told you I've been out of work this summer because some shenanigans. Someone in HR dropped the ball on my application intentionally or unintentionally. I'm not sure, but it's like, but apparently, I've been out of work for the last 3 weeks, and I've just been on eBay. So literally for the last 3 weeks, my job has been posting stuff on eBay and making money that way. But I've surprisingly, God is good, right? It's like I've been sustaining myself through
That's
eBay.
good. Yeah, that's
Selling old shit, literally selling a lot of my old mangas in Japanese, a lot of my old toys, but mostly Japanese foreign books, like old DVDs, doing combo deals, like DVD with movie adaptation,
Mm.
like I sold my Battle Royale collection, which I love. I didn't want to let it go, but I did. Things that are just letting things go. I need money. Kids starting college, and I pleaded with them, but nobody cares. It's like the elephant standing on the other person's foot.
That's the thing. It's a type of violence by bureaucracy.
Yeah, I think it's like it's just a racist move. Just they may not think it's racist, but it is. It's like the whole point of an orientation is to fix the kinks. I'm at orientation. A lot of people didn't show up to orientation, and that's where they fixed the kinks. And they just said, I literally overheard the lady like, send them home. It's like it's like, oh really? It's like that. It's like, because I'm the union rep, you send them home, really? It's like that. So okay, I'll remember that. But it's humbling on one hand, but it took away my disillusion as to who I thought my allies were. People always say, "Oh, I got your back. Don't worry about it. We got this. We'll do this. You're an asset." Blah blah blah. Constantly getting praised, whatever. But when it comes down to money, oh, you don't know my name now? You want to slap the hand for defending? I mean, I was
Doing your job.
doing my job, literally doing my job, right? So
And that should be understood that that's your job. Then you're supposed to do what you're doing.
right. That's it.
Not get.
And it's always on a professional level. I'm just like, hey, just stay professional, be respectful. If you don't like each other, don't say anything. That's how I talk to my teachers with the admins,
And it's not a private school, it's
smile
public,
after
right?
their joke. Right, it's public school. Like, be careful what you say, which is
So
a message that I would relay on top of it, because there's so many lawsuits right now in New Jersey with teacher and student violence. It's like in the month of September of last year, there were 500 cases of teacher to student violence in the beginning of school.
Wow.
In the first 3 weeks. And it's gotten so out of hand that their union's just like, hey, we're not going to defend you if you're not, if you put your hands on kids. They're like, don't even do it joking around. Don't, and we live in that society where people are just very, sensitive about stuff like that, or kids can easily misread your intentions. They don't know you.
Well, it also depends on your age group. Like our age group, our teachers might do that.
Yeah.
So younger generation, not so much. And plus, the younger generation, from my understanding, isn't getting disciplined by their parents. So the teachers have to deal with the little monsters at school.
Right.
As opposed to the parents saying, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing that. You're going to get grounded. This is going to happen to you. It seems like there's some parents who feel the teachers get to be the parent. And that's really unfair for the teachers. So what's your thoughts on the robot teachers they're going to introduce?
Well, there were 16 piloted studies where they were doing AI in the classroom. And Melania Trump talked about putting robots in the classroom. I just know that those robots are going to get fucked up.
That's exactly what my son said.
It's like,
That's exactly what my son said. So, Dad,
I mean, they did this in Japan years ago on with the latex face, and the kids were ripping off the latex face off the AI teacher. And that was
and
Japan.
that's Japan.
That's Japan. It's like
That's Japan.
that's happening in Japan. What do you think is going to happen here? Like, you know,
They'll be selling the parts.
right?
Like, yeah, you need glue. Yeah, I got some real dirt cheap. I'll bring them. We can fix this robot up. No problem, man. We'll get it fixed.
Right. They'll be like bringing like saws and sawing off their arms and shit.
It just shows that none of these people have had to deal with kids at all. Like my son says to me, Dad, we treat teachers pretty rough here.
Yeah.
There's no way that would even fly here.
No.
Let alone the US.
I mean, even here in the suburbs, I heard my PT's kid saying, "Oh, you know, teachers are meant to be hit," or some crazy shit like that. And I'm like, what?
No, man, that's
It's like, what the fuck? It's like
they're gonna beat the shit out of those robots, man. And then you're gonna talk about, you know what I think will happen? Parents will start getting bills for damages to robots.
right. Yeah.
And then shit's gonna really hit the fan. I wonder if they'll have like cameras in them so they're able to record the interaction between the students and the robots.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I worked for some private schools at summer camps, and they had cameras in the classroom. I thought it was a great idea because you know what? People need to be held accountable, you know, and they're against that at public schools, but they have cameras in the hallway, so why not in the classroom?
Yeah.
And it makes everything transparent, you know.
Yeah.
If anything, I think it protects the teacher. You know, I was always against it when I was younger, but being 52 and seeing how many cases we have, I think it's to the benefit. If you're doing a job and you're being on point, you have nothing to worry about, you know. And they should have sound too. So I mean, but you know,
it's true.
it's just me. It's like I think if you're gonna, you need to protect yourself. You know, it's just like
I think parents need to start seeing the behavior of their kids.
yeah, they need to. Oh man, I mean, I remember I worked in this one school, and I asked the parent, I was like, "Hey, your kid's out of control." Now these are younger kids, and I was just like, "Your kid's on the floor. They're doing this," and they just refused to believe it. I say, "Well, if you give me permission to, I will send you a recording, just to you." So she agreed to it. And then I filmed the kid doing exactly the bad behavior. You know what she did? She literally ran to the school to my principal and said, "Hey, why is your teacher's filming my kid? I'm going to sue you." And I was just like, and then they brought me into the office like, "Why are you filming the kid? Why did you send it to the mom after you filmed the kid?" I was like, "Well, what time was your phone call? What time did she get here?" "Okay, look at my text." And I opened up my phone, which I don't have to, right? And I said, "Look at my phone, look at my text, look at the time I sent the video. What time did she call you?" "Oh, she called you 11 minutes after." And then he called her and he's like talking to her. He's like, "Hey, you know," he's talking to her in Spanish. And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." He says, "Well, you know, yeah, I'm looking at his text and he says that, you know, that you sent him, you asked him to videotape your kid so that, because you just didn't believe it." And she's like, "Well, you know, I really want him to get the special ed money because I need it for the welfare and because I'm not getting enough aid. And I know that if he has the special ed recommendation, then I can get an extra bump." It's like, wait a minute. So it's like, she totally didn't even address what he said about the text. She just shifted gears. And that is the danger that teachers put themselves in, you know? The people don't realize how vulnerable you are. And, you know,
Yeah.
me, I'm thinking, oh, this lady's going to be up and up, whatever. She's asking me for the video. I suggested.
Because you think that she wants her child to have help.
Right. No, she's just fucking, you know, it's just like, wow, what a piece of shit. I mean, it's like it's like this is many years ago. I'm not even at that school anymore.
Yeah,
It's
parents are
just
just
like
like
I was
that.
just like, that's really not cool. Like, I'm trying to help you discipline your kid, work together. We have to be a team. It's not us versus them. And I think that's what they try to establish, and
Yeah,
it's not an us. We're a community. We have to work together. We have to. How else are we going to improve as a society if we don't work together? It's not you versus me. The teacher's bad, and a lot of parents bring in their own experiences with their teachers to the forefront when they're talking to a teacher. So they kind of treat us like a telemarketer. Like they take out their frustrations on us like a telemarketer, and I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I get pissed off, like, oh, but I just, like it's like I'm not a telemarketer, lady. I had to tell this parent, I'm with your kid more than you are, and she was like, what the fuck? I was like, you work in the morning, you sleep at night. The time that you're awake with your kid, from the time you wake up and send him to school, and the time you pick him up from school, or he gets dropped off from school, and the actual time you actually spend with him when you're not in your room or doing your own thing. I'm 6.5 hours every day.
yeah,
I think I know your kid just as well as you do.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's like, work with me,
yeah. And
But I
it's
usually don't have problems with, parents and stuff, but that was one situation that I was just like, oh,
and it's the culture too. Like,
yeah.
I taught in Spain. I taught little kids, preteens, teenagers, young adults, and friggin' senior citizens. Man, I love my adult
Yeah.
students. I love adult students because they're there to learn. The
Yeah.
kids who would come to our academy after school,
Right.
they didn't like it because it's like they just did school. I'm just like a guy who's just there. But there's something in Spanish culture that has to be said, and thankfully, that Spanish culture has a lot of social programs. So whatever she was looking for, and this is a sad part of what you just told me, like she wanted to get him into another thing so he could get disability or whatever it would be.
Ready to
But
sacrifice the job to do it.
right.
It's like,
But in a society in which that's just the norm, she wouldn't have to rely on those dirty tricks.
Right.
So right there, the system's set up that you get to be the fall guy because she wants something else.
But it's not that she's not getting it. She just wants more. She already
More
has
of it,
three
right?
kids.
Yeah,
She wants more.
that's sad. But and I
Yeah.
can tell you this: I remember most of the professors I worked with at this academy were American. All of them had Spanish wives or were divorced from Spanish wives. And
Right.
Spanish culture is very different from English speaking culture.
Right.
You don't bring out the belt. That's just not a thing. They don't do that. They don't spank their kids. Like
Right.
this is very different. And I know this was sort of a difference between my mom and my dad because he was Black American. And the solution to everything was the belt, right? At least when we were young. And I remember once my director kept telling me, "Oh, you got to be really hard on these kids, blah, 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 blah." And I'm just looking at him going, like, how are you married to a Spanish woman and not understanding these fucking jokers aren't going to do this and you're going to have issues. I'll just work with the culture that I got because I know what it's like. And the parents were very, very good. But it has to be said that Spanish boys are babied to death. Like to death. They could do no fucking wrong. They could be burning down the fucking place, and yet somehow they didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
So I had this one kid, a little bastard. So in Spanish in Spain, there's a new word that has developed called guay, which is Guay, which is cool. It's very guay, right?
Right.
So one day I had just finished teaching him and his classmates, and he walks up to the director and he looks at the director and he says, "You're guay without the U." And I look over at him. But the director just gets fucking mad. That's it. I'm gonna call your parents. Blah 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 blah. Miguel, you're gonna be with me. We're gonna talk to the mother. I'm like, all right. And I'm sitting there thinking, this isn't going to go the way you think it's going to fucking go.
Right.
So sure enough, the day comes, the mother comes in, and
Ends
he
it.
tries to
Ends it
explain
here.
to her, and she says, "My son would never do that." And I see the director come.
I talked to him. He did not say that.
He would never say that. How would he even know that word? And I'm
Right.
just sitting there.
Because he listens to you, Mom.
I'm trying not to laugh because I already know the culture's geared to baby boys, baby the shit out of them. And I'm like, why you even bother? We're not here to, I mean, they're here to learn English, but if they're going to be goofballs, there's only so much we can do.
Right.
I had one young girl, I didn't know this till later. Her father was a weather announcer in Valencia. She was about 12 or 13. And she was a knob. Like she'd come over for lunch hour and she starts to draw a lot of phallic symbols on purpose just to get under my skin.
Right.
I'm like, all right, I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to send it to your parents. The girl, though, oh, no, don't do that. She erased it off the chalkboard and off that. That's the difference. The girls know that they would get in trouble, but the boys would have been like, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So yeah, so I wish I could say it's just American kids, but Spanish kids can be pretty good. Now the differences with French kids, the teachers are strict, like seriously strict. Like they don't fuck around,
Right.
They don't put up with anything from the parents either. They're like, no, your son's being a jerk, and so it's culture depend. It really depends on culture, right? So so I give you a little bit of an experience, just to let you know, in case you're thinking, I wonder if we have jerks here too.
Yeah.
Just depends which culture you land in.
Yeah. I had this African. I told you about the kid who kept saying the N-word, and I called his parents, and I'm like, I don't want to embarrass you, but like your son, he's just won't stop saying this word, and he's a grown man. I know he's going to be 18 soon, But she was like, "Well, sir, I'm so embarrassed. We didn't raise him this way." They were like African parents. They're immigrants, and they're like, "Mister, we apologize. We'll talk to him, but just let you know, we give you permission to discipline him any way you see fit." And I was just like, "Wait a minute, stop."
You could beat him.
I was like, "Oh, we don't do that here anymore." Yeah. It's no longer allowed for many, many decades. We don't do that. Can't do it,
It's culture. Yeah, culture plays a huge part in it.
Yeah, but the funny thing was I got him back because, he was supposed to apologize the next day and he didn't apologize. And I was just like, hey, man, I spoke to your mom the other day. I was taking in front of class because, some kids act up. And I was like, hey, I don't know why some of you guys are acting up. You know who you are if I called your house. And this kid starts saying the N-word again. I was like, dude, you, specifically you. Like, your mom said I can spank you if you want, but and then all the kids started cracking up. They're sort of laughing. You better watch yourself.
Oh, that's funny.
I said, I would never do that. I don't disrespect you, but I'm just letting you know that and everybody here knows, since you keep acting up, because he wanted to be the defiant one and to start talking out of his mouth while I was, cut me off and stuff. I was like, just to let you know, I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna. But since you started again before I even finished my sentence, it was your mom.
Yeah, because corporal punishment, man.
Yeah. It's
I remember being,
but
I don't know if they used to do this in the Bronx, but I know in Spain, when I was a kid in the 70s, if you got in trouble, you didn't get spanked. You had to go in the front of the classroom on your knees and hold out a stack of books on either hand.
Yes.
And stay there.
Yes.
Like with the old,
Yes, dude, like this, the dictionaries, and every time you took it, if you dropped it, you had to do it all over again, and it just never ended.
Oh yeah, Yeah. Lines were so much more fun in comparison to
Yeah.
that.
Oh my God.
So
Toy
when you young
Story.
people talk to us old folks, realize that yes, we were raised in wilder times, much
Yeah,
wilder times. You
I'm
know,
telling you. Yeah, their asses. I remember coming home with scratches on my neck from my teachers. Like I
damn.
got bruised, black eyes and shit. Like I got my mom was like, "Were you in a fight?" I was like, "No, the teacher hit me."
I
Oh
was
my
always the
God.
guy that was just quiet at the back. Believe it or not, I was quiet. Like, I'm not saying shit. Let them get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
I
So
see your picture of the fucking teacher, the robot doll. Looks like a blow up doll, like one of those things you get in
oh dude.
the shops.
Oh man. Oh man. I can only, especially if it's put in high schools.
Oh
A
my
bunch of
God.
high school guys with that crap. Oh man. Oh man.
See if I can
I
share
can
the
only
screen.
imagine.
Oh
I
my,
mean,
they're terrible. They're not as bad as we were. I'll give you that. I think we were worse. We were monstrous, you know.
we were.
We were monstrous. That was
Oh,
funny.
I had
Who did our eyebrows? That's what I want to know.
she looks like a cross between Erica Kirk and Melania.
Yeah, or like Angela Jolie
Angela.
and some random porn star. Like what the
Really weird.
the Guardian?
I remember as a kid we had to do the because I did do some schooling in the States as a kid. You had the national anthem.
Right.
They had the same thing in Canada too. And I remember my high school, because it was a Catholic high school,
Right.
someone once stole the tape, recorded on it,
Right.
and we're all standing there, and all of a sudden it stops, and you hear someone saying, blah, 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 blah is a F for the slur for gay people. And blah, blah, it was a priest that they were calling him this, and someone else, blows this, that, the other. And we were all like, because you're supposed to be standing attention for the national anthem, and all of a sudden you hear someone. So yeah, they got in shit for that because it just the crazy things we used to do. It just seems like Animal House.
Oh my God. I don't think I learned anything in elementary school. I was always fighting. It's like it was like survival. And middle school was even worse. It was like survival. I don't think I started learning anything until I got into high school because I was able to like put away that whole. I remember the bullies approached me the first week of school, like, and I was just like, dude, we're not doing that here. We're not doing that here. Like literally, I remember, and actually, it wasn't even. It was like 10th grade because I was in middle school until like 9th. You know, it was structured differently. So I remember there was a school bully that used to mess with me in the middle school. And I think, yeah, it was like 10th grade. And he came, like, he tried to pull that shit on me. And I think it was like 6 months. I think he was at another school and they transferred him. So it's like in the middle of the year or something. And then he comes up to me. So I thought it was the beginning, but no, it was like, because I already had made some friends and stuff. So we already had our little Latino gang. Like everybody had like their little group, like the Jamaicans had their group. So the few white kids that were there had their group, the black kids had their group. Everyone had their group, right? And then I remember this guy, he like literally like gave me like a shove and I was like, we're not doing that here, dude. And I was like, I got these guys with me. And he turns around and he's like, he sees like these 6 people ready to throw down with him. I said, if you touch me, you got to go to them first. And he was like, what the fuck? He was like, And then we grew. Like literally, it was like it ended up being started with like 5, 6 of us, and then it's like 30. So on a Friday night after school, like everyone would come around like 8 o'clock at night, and we'd just be on the corner just with our leather jackets. Like we looked like it's something out of the 50s, like, because we loved looking at we loved those movies like The Wanderers and the fucking what was it? Lords of Flatbush and shit. So we had the MC jackets and shit. Some of the guys had the heavy metal patches on it. It's like, and I had
That's
this.
hilarious.
Yeah, I had this painting of Havoc from Meltdown. Remember that painterly comic, the Wolverine, and I had a picture of him like crouching on the ground with the light coming over. My brother airbrushed it,
Nice.
and that was like my little code name was like Havoc, but I spelled it with two K's. It's like, but I was like, so we all had our jackets. Some people had like pentagrams and shit, like some satanic shit. It's like, but people
Damn.
were scared of us because they were like, oh, they worship the devil. You know, I went to church 3 times a week. You know, I was like a Jehovah's Witness, but I was like, hey, worship the devil, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna take that away. You want
If it keeps you off my back, yeah, sure.
right? Fuck it.
But yeah. Sure. Sure.
But they didn't mess with us. Not even the drug dealers messed with us. They were like scared of us. They were like, because the drug dealers probably like 10, 12 of them on the corner, and we all knew each other from like elementary school, middle school. You know,
Damn.
but they were like everyone had their little group. You know, on my block they had like the kids across the street that lived in the building. The building kids hung out with the building kids. You know, we had the private house guys because I grew up in a private house across the street from the building, but they didn't like us because we lived in private homes. You know, this is what I'm saying. Like human nature, just we're all Latinos and blacks. You know, there was some Jewish and Italian kids there because you know it was like a mixed neighborhood, but
Little differences.
little subtle differences. But yeah, it's like most of us were just like you threw on that jacket, and then I started painting my face in the neighborhood, like just randomly painting shit on my face, wearing the black that went full goth with the fucking black nails. They were like, "What the
You were
fuck?"
walking around like the crow.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally the fucking crow. Literally.
Oh man.
Literally, I read The Crow and I was like, "This is cool." And then Robert Smith, it's like I was like, "Oh,
Yep.
no."
My high school, because I grew up in a small Canadian town, was closer to Animal House.
Yeah, yeah.
In that you had the jocks, you had the football team who were complete assholes.
Mhm.
There's wrestlers who are all fucking nutses, and I was part of the wrestling team. They're all crazy as
Yeah.
fuck.
Right.
They would do things like once, you know those big mats that you have
Yeah.
for track and field?
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember when I first got to high school, it's grade 9, because high school's sort of a little different than the States. That's technically junior high for you guys, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I was always tall, so they just assumed I was already there. I was a transfer student, so I never got fucked around with.
Mhm.
And I remember my friends are like taking them into this gym, and apparently they're jumping off the stage like the older students, and they had them in a headlock, saying, "You're going to join the wrestling team, right?" No, and they dunked their heads into this giant mat.
What the
Yeah, they're completely fucking psycho.
I remember those mats. We had to roll them up, you know.
And one of my friends from elementary school that went to high school with me, he comes out bawling, holding his head. He's like, "You fucking jerks." And I'm like, what happened? They missed the mat. They missed the mat. So they had jumped off with his head in a headlock, missed the mat completely, and smacked his head off the floor.
Oh God.
He's like, well, what was going on? He's like, well, they were asking me to join the wrestling team, and I said no. I'm like, why didn't you fucking lie? Say, yeah, I'm going. I mean, and they were complete psychos. Love them to pieces. There's some crazy stories from those guys, a shit that they would do. Once there was one guy that they had handcuffed because they thought it was fucking funny to the bike rack for lunch hour.
Right.
Then at the end, they're like, oh shit, we got to let him go so he can go to his class.
Right.
We have the key. No, we don't have the key. So someone decides, I'm going to get a rock and I'll bust it open. Guess what? He did bust it open, but the part for the hand dug right in to the guy's wrist. He's running in crying. And then our coach always got shat on for the stupid shit that we were doing. So, and then the football team was all thieves, like literally thieves. They had figured out the code on the, it's funny because they're all upper middle class kids. You know, the vending machines, they had figured out the code on how to get money from it. So they had done for 3 years, they've been robbing the vending machine.
God.
And I remember sitting in fucking geography class, and they're like, can blah, 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 please come to the office. And it's just a long list. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Guys just getting up. And of course, it's all the football team. So the parents had to pull together to pay back. I think it was 20 grand.
Holy crap!
And I learned pretty quickly that the rich kids, as much as they make them seem prim and proper, grow up being fucking thieves.
Oh,
You
they
know,
are thieves.
big time.
And
And then you have the other kids who were growing up in the projects, who are the white trash. And yeah, it was very eye opening. Yeah, Canada's not what it's made out to be. If you live in Toronto, you don't see it, but if you live in smaller towns, you really do get to see
Right.
a lot of the divisions amongst white people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So they don't care about us, but they don't like each other either.
no. And if you're a poor white person, they treat them like shit, man.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I had this one guy, man. He was white. He was always getting harassed by the cops. I'm like, what were you doing? Well, I had these CDs. I'm like, what? Because CDs back then were like, I don't know, Blu-rays today.
Yeah, yeah. They're not cheap.
They're not cheap. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was completely different. And then they always thought Latinos were Filipino. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys? Those guys are from El Salvador. Don't
It's
fuck
funny
with
you
them.
say that because I remember, and when I lived in Baltimore, everyone were like, "Are you Nicaraguan? You don't look Nicaraguan. Where are you from? Are you from El Salvador?" Those are the only Spanish countries I knew. I was like, "I'm
Yeah.
Puerto Rican and Colombian." They're like, "What's Puerto Rican? What's that?"
Yeah, in
Like,
Canada, it was like for a long time, it was just Filipino, and then the people from El Salvador started coming in, and they couldn't distinguish. And you can clearly distinguish between fucking Filipino and El Salvadorian.
right.
But yeah, small town Canada is screwed up on so many levels. Um,
It's like the people they forget, right?
it's the people who they forget, but then you also have the Richie Rich that walk around, and they're all like white. And they love to drop the N word till you start dropping fists on them, and then they're like, "Oh, oh,"
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
That's crazy.
And then you have the Satanist guys, right? I'll tell you one last story. I knew one guy who wanted to prove that he was a warlock to a fellow classmate. So he takes him to his home.
Mhm.
He's like, "I'm going to summon Satan." Takes a little bowl, pours alcohol in it, lights it. As he goes to light it, it spills and burns down his brand new renovated kitchen that his mother paid for.
Whoa, what a dumbass.
So I'm like, oh, you learned who Satan was.
His mother was Satan.
We didn't see him for
Tore his ass.
Oh yeah. Fucking idiots. You know. Yeah. Different but similar. Oh, you still there, Ray? Think we lost Ray. Maybe his battery went out. I don't know. So yeah, those are the crazy stories. I don't even know if I'm live. But I'm here. I'm talking to y'all. So yeah, crazy stories with Miguel and Ray. So we hope to hear from you. Give this video a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe. Punch the like button, as we like to say. And we'll see what's going on with Ray. So, don't know what else to tell you. Just a lot of crazy stuff to keep in mind. Those of you who enjoyed the World Cup, I'm just coming down from watching all of it. Now I get to sort of chill out and not watch anything. That's it for me in football for 2 years. And now it's just comics and politics. Comics and politics. Wow, Ray's not here. Let me see. Let me give Ray a quick message. See how he's doing. So apparently, by the way, as I'm doing this, Peter Dinklage was coming out and saying that people who are not tall in stature like himself, that should not be typecast, that they should be able to get roles just like anyone else. And I agree with that. I mean, it's unfortunate that they got typecast into like things like Ewoks and everything else. And I think, yeah, you should be able to play whoever you want to. Okay, let me see here. Yo Ray. Okay, so while we're waiting for him, because I Yo Rayed him, um, yeah, a lot of things going on in places like, I don't know if you know, they want to destroy Patagonia to put up data centers. I did mention that before in the previous podcast. In Patagonia, which would be disastrous, would be also displacement of more indigenous peoples. Okay, Ray will be coming back soon. Be more displacement of indigenous peoples, something I was not aware of in terms of Argentina. Had I not heard about the racism in Argentina, which is different, comes out very differently than it does in the United States. I mean, when they do say they didn't have segregation, that is true. But it is also true that they did have a policy of just allowing Europeans to immigrate, and they had like about 6 million Europeans that immigrated to Argentina, which then boosted the population of European to indigenous and African. Granted, there's a lot of people who are mixed with African too as well, but as I've previously said, being mixed doesn't always necessarily mean much because sure, you mix with this, but the social status is not a biological thing. That's usually the excuse. It's usually by phenotype and the appearance of who you are. And a lot of indigenous people, from what I've seen in places like Argentina, complain that people ask them, "Oh, where are you from?" when they've been from that land forever. And so I think there's some valid points for criticism there. There's valid points for criticism for all of our countries. We all have to do better. And that's important. I think we should realize that, not look to each other to sort of say, but look to each other and say, hey, kind of like I'm an alcoholic and I've got a problem too. So we all have problems we got to fix, and denying it doesn't help. Other things to keep in mind. Well, yeah, looks like we're headed to the midterms. We'll see. People are starting to get targeted by the U.S. government in terms of being left. Even outside of the United States, people who are in places like Spain and Latin America are getting targeted for being left, and by Rubio, saying that they're being paid for by Cuba and stuff, which is completely absurd. So we're kind of living through a second wind of the McCarthy era, which is not good because that means that they will get much more strict on our freedoms and rights, so it'll get more absurd. So I'm gonna wrap things up. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Ray's says to bid adieu. Well, adieu in French usually means like goodbye forever. No, goodbye. We'll see you next week for another episode of War on Comics. I hope you enjoyed this, and see you next week for another episode of War on Comics. Take care now.
So. What was that? I just heard his voice.
Yeah, I know. I think you can sign them.
Oh, maybe it was this previously recorded. Oh, yeah. There we go. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Blacked out for a little bit. Show's over. So I'm just going to sign off. Thank you, Miguel, for closing. That was weird.
The apocalypse is coming. Are you scared? Are you prepared? The masses are running, frantically running from their fears, running with their tears, running from their lives, running from that dark shadowed creature that hides deep inside.